And we are live. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Let me double check. How are the levels? I think everybody can hear me. I want to double check that everybody can hear the people in the group as well. So let's see about that. That should be good. Should be good. You guys say something crazy.
Just one, two.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Welcome
5,
back
6.
to the Thunderdome.
Beautiful. Alrighty, cool. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in again. We're obviously super excited to bring you the most important piece of news for April of 2021, and that is Jason, the man who plays Hoyt, the NPC destroyer and crusher of speeches, has fathered a child, a beautiful little baby boy, who immediately marked his territory upon the doctor. I think that's the most important part that we should probably tell about that. Jason, if you are listening in, we miss you. We're excited for you to get back, but take your time. It's having a little boy is, or just a little baby, I mean, is fantastic, and we're happy for you.
You have a man-child.
Well, that is his wife. His wife has now 2 children, but that's
Yes.
beside the point.
Yeah, we actually should be having like a memorial for your wife who now has 2 children to raise.
It's true.
An heir is born!
I mean, she should really just claim 2 dependents on her taxes and
Exactly.
get benefits that way, you know?
My wife's raising 3 boys, so
Yeah, definitely had a household bitch.
Yeah. But we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the announcements here really quickly. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you so much for giving out those subs. Super nice of you. And a couple things that we wanted to address really quick. If you are in the Polyhedra community, you have already heard this or will hear it throughout the rest of the week. We are going to be launching. Hey, thank you so much for that resubscribe there, Dude and Drake. I wonder who that is. If you guys like West Marches campaigns, we're actually going to be launching one in Polyhedra. We're still currently working on the actual mechanics of all of it and make sure that we have an interesting world. But that's going to be coming up. If you're in the Polyhedra group, that is going to be something that you can jump in and out of. If you don't know what West March is, imagine the Western frontier. It's completely uncharted territory. There's one hub city with a missions board and a tavern where you can share tales. If your level 5 group got wiped by some kind of a Hydra or something like that, and your loot is still at the bottom of X, Y, or Z dungeon, then you can actually go in there and absolutely get the other stuff. You make new characters. It's much more easy on the roleplay stuff and much more heavy on exploration and combat. So that's one thing that we're working on. If you guys are interested in becoming a part of the community, email me at david@polyhedra.io or go to our website and fill out a form. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about all of the campaigns, but what I'm going to tell you guys about is the PvP that's going to be happening this Friday between this group and the Odyssey group on Thursdays. Now, we're going back and forth there a few different times on whether it was going to be an everyone against everyone, but we have settled on 3v3. It is going to be good. All right, who of this group is going to be fighting? Tell the peeps.
I will use harsh language and harsh language alone.
I will be
I'm gonna
using
fuck bitches and
shield.
get money.
Oh man, as you can tell, this is gonna be good. And meanwhile, Knack is just gonna stay back and cast Hold Person over and over again.
Main tank. We have our main tank.
Yeah,
Knack.
front line, shield, and hold person. Only without a reaction, shield, hold person. That's it.
Again and again and again. All your first level spells are gonna be that. Oh shoot, we're on a hype train. In case you guys don't know what that is, I had to look it up originally. If we get that hype train, which we have 3 minutes for, if we get bits to get subs, gifts, or bits to the next level, we actually end up showing up on Twitch's front page, which is kind of cool. If one of you guys, as a reminder,
Throw them bitties.
yeah, if you haven't renewed your Twitch Prime subscription to us, you can do that now.
It expired this week, so do it.
Do it. It is something that I have to run myself over and over again. So if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and renew your Prime sub or whatever you have. And we could be on the front page for Twitch. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah,
Thanks,
so...
Ninja. I mean, David.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna be on Mixer. Just kidding. So as exclusively as we are approaching that, the time and date is going to be Friday, this Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So exact same time that this stream is starting. It's going to be fun. I am working behind the scenes on picking. I have it narrowed down to my 5 favorite maps for this stuff. I want to have the environment be challenging as well. So that's going to be fun to watch. Stay tuned for that stuff. Coming on Friday. It's going to be a blast. Literally with Knack. But
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
rerolling Air Conquer before that, by the way.
they are going to be still playing their own stuff, just FYI. It's just going to be leveled up and a little bit more PvP focus. So Finn, you're still going to be seeing Finn, because if you like Finn, you want to see Finn crush some stuff, right? It is going to be Drake versus Drake, which is going to be hilarious. And not this Drake, I'm talking about Dragon's Drakes. It's going to be interesting how that's going to be panning out.
I can't wait to talk to you about, because I didn't think about level 10. Finn, Kevin changes. I forgot about that, and
Yep.
I'm excited.
That's going to be, I think it's going to be really fun to see how those two are going to interact with each other, you know? Oh man,
I
that
think we
is...
let the dragons do that.
Drake did it. Whoop whoop. Thanks, buddy. Hi, train. As we're going to be on the front page, let's see who is going to be able to see us. But that is it as far as announcements go. Again, if you have used your Twitch Prime subscription, reminder that might be running out this week. Is there anything that you guys wanted to call out? Any reminders? Anything that's going on with you guys?
No, I think we're good. I think the PvP event's going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be, I think it's going to be a unique experience, having the two different stream groups, you know, going up against each other. I think it's going to be interesting too, because you've got basically like quote unquote homebrewed with the Odyssey, because it's kind of homebrewed, versus, you know, a little bit more traditional. So I think that'll be interesting too.
Yeah, for real. Alrighty, with that, I'm gonna say, without further ado, let's dive into the session itself. So, we don't have a cool intro yet. It'd be fun to do that eventually. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to figure out how to properly do the bets on who's going to die, so people can earn points and stuff like that during that. Oh my god, that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be so much fun. Hey, thank you so much, man. As we're diving back in, previously on Sept Imperium plays Curse of Strahd. The group had ventured forth from an abandoned tower, meeting an interesting Vistana by the name of Esmeralda on the way. She, rattling a wagon pulled by 2 magical horses, was able to get you guys safely back to Vallaki. Now in Vallaki, many things waited for you guys. Thank you so much again for the bids. As you guys made it back into town, it appeared that Esmeralda, who had come from Castle Ravenloft, where Strahd is currently residing, as far as you know, was able to steal a powerful item, an artifact, from his possession, specifically the Tome of Strahd. Now, the Tome of Strahd has certain powerful benefits to it as well, making you, whoever is attuned to it, more resistant against Strahd, but more so. It appears that as you read through the different pages of the Book of Strahd, you're able to learn more and more things about Strahd, where he came from, how he came to be who he is now, and ultimately, how you may be able to defeat them. At least that is the hope. As Drake, aka Rolag, obviously opened the book, he was sucked into the prologue of the book, where he found himself in a mist-enshrouded courtyard with a small boy of severe Slavic-type features. And as he spoke with him, he learned that this was young Strahd. He learned that Strahd was expecting to have a new baby brother to be born, a Sergei. He learned of King Barov, who looked at his children more as generals rather than just children. And as you were taken out of this vision, you also noticed that there was a magical power that was associated with this tome. You guys shared that information with one another, prepared yourselves for something that you had been looking forward for a time now, as the Burgomeister of Valakovich, has a mandatory weekly festival. This week's festival was going to be the Festival of Lights, as an homage to the Morning Lord, who had not been responding to a lot of prayers to the people of Barovia recently, but in order to show that you can beat back the Devil Strahd. Hey, thank you so much for the cheers once more. Boo, 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 boo. As it came time for the festival, Hoyt, who had been given a festive not tankard. What's the word that I'm looking for? Tabard. That showed upon it the symbol, the starburst of the Morning Lord. You heard him say a wonderful speech that was definitely not slightly plagiarized with other things, and address the people of Vallaki, finally shooting off into the sky a message to not just be seen by the people of Vallaki, but also by Strahd. And Strahd was absolutely listening, as in the middle of this town square, with the hundreds of people of Vallaki gathered around, the devil himself appeared, stepped forward, and slew guard after guard with a quick swipe of his blade. As the blood was running through the cobbled streets, he told you guys that you were welcome to come to Castle Ravenloft for a dinner. You guys accepted, for there was not much choice to not accept. And as Rolak was trying to ask a question, Strahd turned himself into an entire swarm of bats and flew away. And so, the planning began. You guys did a little bit of debriefing towards the end, speaking with one another, forgetting that Esmeralda was actually with you guys for a hot second. And
We totally did. We totally did.
we don't tell Esmeralda, dude. She's like right there.
And it's like,
She's like, huh?
Yeah.
don't tell Mom. Mom's right behind me, isn't she?
As you guys were at the Blue Water Inn, run by your compatriot here in the middle of this picture, Erwin Martikov, you guys were told that Valakovich, the current Burgomeister of Vallaki, seems to be having a complete mental break, has lost his mind completely, and as such represents an opportunity for you guys to step in and take charge of Vallaki. And therefore, Hoyt stepped forward and volunteered to be the individual to rally the forces, train the people, forge new weapons. In the meanwhile, you guys have some other plans. As we pick it up that evening, you guys are currently still around. Now, Davian Martikov, the patron of the Martikov family and proprietor of the Wizard of Wines, has left. It is now just you seven at the table. What do you guys discuss?
Well, that was definitely a interesting evening.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. The not so subtle hint that if we don't go, we're gonna die. Pretty heavy.
I didn't get that we were going to die. I took it similar to the duel that he made Ganon do. I think it's going to be one of those things that it's like he'll ask first and then he'll force us second. I think he genuinely wants to know who we are and what our plans are. Because you saw what he did to the guards. If he wanted to fight, he would have just picked it right then and there.
He would have killed us without us blinking.
Now, I think we're all in agreement that going to, like, if he wanted to kill us, he would just kill us. So, dinner could be strategically a smart move for us because we could gain potentially intel on the grounds, on the castle. You know, we could potentially use his arrogance against him to learn some information. But I'm a big believer that we need to check as many boxes as we can before we decide to turn this assignment in. We need to make sure that we... You liked that, Knack?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
there's a lot of this land we haven't explored. There's a lot of this land we don't know anything about. The 2 points of interest that we know about are potential area that the Mad Mage was spotted at. I think that's valuable, but I think that's something that we can handle as we are closer and feel more adequately prepared to actually try to unseat the devil. As far as the other one, the Paladin's Manor, I heard the story once of a long-lost king that was able to summon an undead army to fight with him. And a couple of you just got that. But I'm not saying that we could have an undead army of paladins, although that would be amazing. What we could potentially do, though, is there may be things that Ganon could use. There may be allies there. I mean, I think, being that it's one of the last places to the southeast, in the whole area when we were over at Wizards of Wine, that we have not explored. I think we go there, we see what we can find. Maybe from an ally, don't become an ally from a combat perspective, but maybe they can share knowledge with us, because we know that they're specters or ghosts or something.
Actually, revenants is what they were called.
Yes.
Which, bad news all
but
around.
But they hate Strahd.
I think they hate is more adequate, but sure.
Well, I mean,
they hate the living.
With the magic school bus that we have, I think we could get there in roughly an hour or so. Why don't we?
Sorry, yeah, Esmeralda just kind of nods her head.
Just a thought, unless anyone feels differently. I say we load up now, we ride out there. While we're riding, Nak, you can try to read another chapter of the book. And then we could see
as long as I don't get carriage sick, I'll be fine.
See what secrets await. I just threw up in my mouth on that one a little bit. Oh boy.
All right.
All right. So are we in agreement?
Sounds good to me. Hear, hear.
Ganon, quick question. Do you know anything about this? Were they called they were called the Silver Dragons, Silver Flames, Silver Spoons, Silver something? Do you remember the name of the Order of Paladins that were there?
I believe it was mentioned. They called it Silver Dragons or something.
Does that order mean anything to you?
Make me history check.
I think he kind of looks up like he's thinking a bit, and then dog's going wild. And then he looks up and he's like, I'll be honest, I don't remember.
All right, well. And Erwin, I know you were going to ask around. I'm assuming in the short time period you haven't been able to find out any more information. Erwin?
Oh, that was sorry. I thought that was you guys talking for a second. I was like, wait, what? Say that one more time.
Erwin, there was no chance. I know it's literally been 1 day since we asked for you to poke around to see if you could get any more information about the manor. I'm assuming, understandably, you haven't been able to gather any more intel.
The only thing that I have found so far was that there was a sighting of magically inclined flashes around the manor for the last couple of days or so. It seems that there are flashes of light and bright energy. I don't know what is around the manor. I don't know if this is connected what you're talking about with the revenants, but There certainly is something stalking the area around it, so be careful.
All right. Well, if that's everything, does anyone have anything else before we make way?
My little specter crab is on my shoulder. I look at him. He looks at me. Nah, we're good.
What does the specter crab look like?
Yeah, I was about to ask a question about it.
Is the one that we spoke about last time.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Trying to find
copy
the
it
token for
and paste it here real quick.
Yeah, the you guys watch as kind of like the spectral crab kind of goes up onto his shoulder and back. You see what appear to be like crab-like appendages that come around. They're incredibly long, kind of like, and then these wicked-looking barbs at the end. However, the most disturbing part about it is that you see that the crab itself seems to be fitted into a skull that has that is slightly like calcified in different areas, slightly soggy in other ones where the wet parts of the crab actually touch with it, and you see like what look like two eye stalks kind of just extending outward out of the eye sockets of the skull.
That thing is disgusting.
What?
It looks like a growth.
It does. It looks like a growth that you should have cut off.
It is cute.
Finn's gonna kind of walk up as he's walking past Knack, and not noticing this before. He's gonna walk past, stop, and be like, what you got there, friend?"
I give him a little kiss.
I was about to ask for a to go wine, but now I don't feel so good. I'm gonna go outside.
I don't get it. You guys have weak stomachs.
Does it sting?
Does it smell?
No, it's Spectre.
What's his name?
It looks like it smells.
This is Hank.
Hank? Is that like a family name or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is. Oh, the Legend of the Hanks. Yeah.
Well, I had a dog named Hank, and so
Oh, he's
it
adorable.
just reminds me of my dog.
Hank is actually a pretty common name for crabs, just so you know.
We have the weirdest conversations here.
Finn is
Jack
not
was
remotely
already open
broke.
up another bottle of wine. It's just like, all right, this is
Yeah,
my life
and
now.
Urban is already just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
on second thought, I'm gonna need a to-go bottle, Erwin.
Yeah.
Yes, understood. I have small keg pony. You take with you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Mm.
While they're talking about Hank crabs. All right, I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna. Who wants to drive the wagon?
Esmeralda just goes, I will drive my own wagon. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're gonna come. Wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to let you go to Argenvostolt by yourself. I want to see what is buried there, the things that we might discover. And you see there's a genuine just like twinkle in her eye. She seems to be extremely interested and excited to see whatever the hell might be at the end of that.
All right, I'll ride shotgun.
All right. Hey, but this time
Finn's
don't try to run your mouth with really cool things that end up just getting me too confused to drive the cart, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. She winks at you as she walks out, kind of swaggers out the door.
Finn is going to sit at the window right behind the driver's seat. Just kind
Alrighty, cool.
of precisely, David. That was.
Yeah, I mean that is the
kinda-
image for
what I
Finn,
was thinking about.
24/7. If there's like an 80s photo shoot, it would be like this for Finn. Alrighty, cool. As you guys all fill into the wagon. Now it is relatively late already as it is. You guys get into that. You fill in. You again hear some of the clanking of the alchemical, cartridges, we'll call them, the vials up above you. As you guys all sit down, Esmeralda gets at the front. Rorlek, you get into the passenger seat, and you guys start going around, you certainly draw some looks from the people as they kind of like look through shuttered windows at you guys, and as you're leaving Valaki. As you guys get to the front gate, or well, the western gate, one of the guards just kind of holds up his hand. And says, "Oi, where are you going?"
We have some business to tend to.
Kind of looks at all of you guys as Esmeralda just goes,
If you're not aware, Sept Imperium is now is acting as the Burgermeister under Hoyt for the town now, and we're being sent out to retrieve goods for the city. Please open the gates.
They kind of look at each other for a second. Go ahead and make me an intimidation check, Rolak.
Was not my intention to intimidate him, but okay.
It's yeah, this is more like for them.
Roll me a sash check, please.
Yeah, they kind of look at each other. But you're leaving. What are we
We'll
going
be
to
back.
do?
You report to Hoyt. We'll be back. Hoyt is staying.
The dwarf is still here.
Yes.
Okay.
You can find him at the Blue Water Inn.
The morning Lord have grace on us. And he does kind of like a weird kind of like round symbol in front of him as you guys have the door open in front of you guys and are starting to ride out. And you guys make it through the thing. Rolak, go ahead and roll me perception with advantage as you and Esmeralda kind of keep a lookout on your way to through the Svalich Wood and towards Argynbush-Told. All right, 6 and a 7 with advantage. As you guys are pushing through and down the side, you guys are actually cutting across this stone bridge. Let me double check on that one. Yeah, you guys.
I just said shotgun because I was like, I got 60 feet of dark vision, so I'll sit up front.
There you go. You guys cross the Lunar River crossroads here, and as you cut left, you see again these tattered-looking signposts kind of pointing south to Berez. As you're just like, huh, this is interesting. And you guys are starting to cut down this kind of decrepit and definitely fallen to the wayside pathway that once existed here, and the road is starting to get rougher and rougher. Rolak, as you keep a lookout and maybe maintain some conversation with Esmeralda, you suddenly do see that there's just a lone wolf, just like on all fours, running full sprint, kind of like keeping parallel with you guys.
How far?
About 60 feet.
So I'm gonna lean back to Finn and just kind of quietly whisper and go, I see the wolf. And I could reach out and touch him. Do you think I should?
I'm trying to recall the previous conversation or the animal handling experience. I don't
You
remember.
failed
I know
it. You've
I
tried it like 3 times.
Tried it
We
once.
tried it on day 1, day 2. Like,
Oh, okay.
many people have tried.
Many people have tried. It's an agent of Strahd. It is watching us, following us. It is not a friend.
Oh, Jesus.
We've tried, people keep forgetting and we keep trying this over and over again. He's a bat puppy.
Yeah, sure, touch it.
Esmeralda.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, it's an advocate, but you got quick recall. You could prove your hand out the way.
Esmeralda, do you agree? Do you think I should give him a warning shot to leave us alone?
I don't care. It's a wolf. Fuck them all.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm guessing there's gonna be an Eldritch Blast. Alrighty. As you take the energy, and what does your Eldritch Blast look like, Rolak?
So my Eldritch Blast is just like, it's like the light just starts completely evaporating into where it's almost complete darkness around, like into the palm of my hand. And then as it does, like a purplish light does start to penetrate, and then it's just like a straight line just shoots out, and the light gets kind of like a brighter, almost more vibrant purple as it launches out like a streak.
All right, Esmeralda even kind of looks over, huh? As you shoot, the wolf is kind of running through the tree cover here, and you kind of like gather your energy, and as you release, you see as the Eldritch Blast kind of seems to hit a point, and the wolf kind of runs into it at the same time, and then a tree kind of moves into the vision there for a second, and the next time you see, there's no wolf.
Okay. On a total side note, it also didn't shoot the second beam for whatever reason, because
Yeah, you have to do them separately. So it's just like attacking with your longsword twice.
Copy that. Copy that. Copy that.
But after the first one hits, as both kind of shoot out, the first one, as far as you could tell, should have been a direct hit. But as that, like it's like in those movies, those heist movies where the guy suddenly is gone behind the bus. There's just no sign of the wolf.
Well, served its purpose.
Alrighty.
Puppy's gone. Can't hear you, Clancy.
Okay. No, yeah. I was just saying silently doubt it, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Believe that when I don't see it ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. As you guys are cutting down the southern branch, the Luna River seems to be kind of swelling with water, as it has been pouring down ever since Strahd has appeared in the town of Vallaki, and you definitely can tell that the banks of the river must have really started to swell with all of that stuff. And as you guys are cutting down, there's more lightning that strikes through the sky. Another lightning bolt. And as you guys are, after a half an hour or so, 45 minutes, you finally start to clear some wooden area to your right, so to the west side here. And as you guys are coming down, you suddenly see an incredibly tall stone structure to your right, high up on a little bit of a hillock type. You see what seem to be different turrets and parapets all around it. As Esmeralda goes, all right, this is where you're going to have to hold on. We're going to have to go up this mountain. And as she goes, the magical steed's turning towards the west to the right for you guys, and up the thing. All of you guys are kind of holding on as the wagon is bouncing around. Knack, you are sweating bullets as you hear the vials inside of the wagon go clink, 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 clink. Whenever you guys hit like another really severe bump, and you're just like,
If we hit a hard enough bump, we all have to re-roll.
And how did you guys TPK?
Yeah.
And as you guys are starting to go in, Rollick, gonna make me another perception check with advantage.
Well, David, I actually just realized, I don't know why, but I have 1 level of exhaustion. I don't remember what the cause of that is. Do I actually have 1 level of exhaustion?
Now you
Or
gotta
did I
make me
forget to
remember.
clear that? I don't even remember what I got it from, let alone if I should have cleared it when I took some rest.
It was from the book.
The
Sorry.
book.
It
book.
was
Was
excited, I
from the
remembered, yeah.
book. Oh.
I got it
David
from
was
the
just
book.
tired of your shenanigans. Said, "Fuck
I got it
this."
from the book,
Mhm.
and I haven't
Hey,
slept,
on the book.
so that'd be a flat roll, correct?
That is a flat roll, yeah. Shoot.
Okay. I apologize. I didn't notice that when I did the first roll, and I just opened my character sheet back up and noticed that.
There's just a tattoo on your forearm that says Mergantha sends her regards. As you're cutting ahead, you suddenly actually like further up the mountainside see a little bit of a flash of light, almost like a little light dome that appears for a half second and then disappears. You see it again, but this time for just that split second, you see what looks like the upper part of a humanoid body flying in the air and then disappearing with the darkness. The lightning strikes again.
Did you see that, Esmeralda?
I did. Do you think
Is that
it
the direction? That's the direction we're going, correct?
It seems to be on the path there.
I'm gonna be like, boom, 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 and hit on the top of the thing. Somebody is ahead flying, and they're lighting the sky up. So I would get your game faces on.
To clarify, what you saw, you believe, was like a upper torso being flung away from some kind of a source of the light itself. So that's why you saw.
Oh,
like,
I
the
just saw
silhouette.
half of a person.
Yup.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Seriously, get your game face on. I saw half of a dude flying through the air from what looks like some kind of explosion, So people don't get blown in half because things are peachy keen.
But you didn't see the other half?
Nope. Just saw the business end.
So I'm gonna look over at Nat and go, hey, real quick, does it have to be a whole body for you to reanimate it, or could you just have like a little nub running around?
I need a complete set.
And that'd be fun to watch, though.
This is the point where I start doing the holy symbol too.
Yeah.
Can you reanimate just a hand?
Get him.
Ooh, the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yup.
What's Steve's movement? 5 feet.
There is a stat block for that. For those of you guys watching and as DMs, I highly recommend you work with your necromancers out there because, you know, they don't get enough love by the way the PHP writes them. And you give your necromancers an XP budget. As they discover new necromantic formulae, they might be able to create different things. So
Formulae.
It's like when you put umlauts over the A, you know. But anyway, as you guys are starting to crest over this hill, you guys watched maybe like 100 or so feet away from, or actually at this point you guys would be about 300 feet away from this towering structure there. In the center of what appears to be just a mass of zombies, like there seems to be an entire horde. Now most of them, maybe like 8 or so, seem to be on the ground, their bodies just destroyed and put to the side. You see as another little light forms in the palm of what appears to be an interesting looking individual. Sal, would you like to describe what Voth looks like?
Voth is very pale. He's about 6 feet tall. You see, he's not made from one person. He's multiple people sewn together.
Ooh.
And he's wearing a nice, robe. Looks kind of like a suit almost, and he's got a billowy cape. Because who doesn't love capes?
Yeah, Jerry, that's exactly what I was thinking. Handsome, but not too handsome.
I want so badly for it to be a collection of body parts of all the people that have left this campaign or died.
So as you guys are getting closer, what is interesting, you can see kind of like as there's suddenly a flash of pure radiant light that seems to explode outward from his palm. You see as 2 zombies just get their skin peeled back and their ribcage kind of crushes into it as he drop before him. But in that flash, Drake and Esmeralda both see that there are all of these stitchings across the face there, as part of it was replaced. The hair seems to be almost be a different color on that side of it. And as you see the stitchings, you and Esmeralda kind of give each other a look of like, what in the world? As you guys kind of slow down, Esmeralda kind of like has the magical steed slow down a little bit as the last one of the zombies just gets burnt, I would say alive, but on that. So as you guys get closer, you guys actually see that sticking out of the front of this individual is a longsword, just the tip of it. As he kind of looks down, he kind of grabs behind himself and awkwardly kind of pulls it out, kind of looks at it, shrugs, and throws it on the ground, and then looks up at you guys. 2 different eye colors looking back. Sal.
Hi, Frank.
Voth, what do you say? Hi, Frank.
I say, Vox von Voth at your service. What brings you here?
What in the Sam fuckery are you doing out here?
That's a long story, and sometimes I don't quite remember. But right now, killing zombies.
Okay, does it look like I'm just gonna bang on and be like, hey, let's get out real quick.
Finn's just gonna climb through the window at the front and just do it.
I'm gonna take a Ginyu Force style pose.
I think I'm gonna walk out, and the first thing I'm gonna say is, "What's up with Tim Burton over here?"
It's Tim Burton.
Oh God!
As Gannon just
So,
starts bleeding from the nose.
Are you a zombie?
A zombie? No, not quite. more of a construct, perhaps. Not really undead, not really alive, but a being brought back.
Dead, but not too dead. 6 foot tall.
Finn's gonna act like he knows what he's talking about. Oh yes, yeah, construct, yeah, I mean, construct.
I mean, he seems sentient.
Who made you?
You have to understand, my memory's not quite what it is, and I have multiple people's memories. But I remember there being an angry mage, a crazy mage, an insane mage, a mad mage, that's it.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that 3 different mages? Man, that's crazy.
Okay.
And we were part of his army.
Okay, well, where's he? Do you know?
No, my memory's just not there. I get flashes sometimes, but couldn't tell you.
So you don't like zombies, that's apparent.
I don't like anything that belongs to Strahd.
Well, we'll get along just fine then. Do any of the bodies look like in enough tact that they could be reanimated by Knack?
Knack, roll me a D100.
I'm just rummaging through corpses. Hold on.
Yeah, there's actually one that certainly was hit, but not completely destroyed, that you might be able to knackety knack.
Oh, please
Knack,
tell me
you
he's
see that one over there? Is that gonna work?
How much flesh is on it?
Enough
Oh,
to,
yes,
to qualify as a zombie.
All right. Yeah, well, a little bit of work, but I can make it work. And I first want to take a little trowel around it to prevent fire from spreading, and then I'm just going to continually firebolt it. Just standing over it, just burning all the flesh off.
Are you going for skeleton?
Skeleton. Mm.
I hope and firebolt it.
Ah, thank you, friend.
I like this guy.
So Finn's just gonna walk over and kind of put his hands up like he's like a warm fire. And oh, it's just a little chilly out here.
Oh, I bet that smells wonderful.
I ain't too worried about the smell, man. You know, I've had a few, shall we say, interesting things in this bag. That I'm gonna be honest, man. Let's just be real. That foot was not the greatest smelling thing. She was in real life, she smelled great, but in the afterlife, not so much.
Yeah, we told you that multiple times.
I'm gonna turn to Clancy.
Sorry, I got a little, what do they call it? A nose deaf, nose blind. No, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Smell blind.
There you go.
I'm gonna turn to Dagmar and go, how in the fuck are we the normal people here?
Did I hear that?
I didn't say it quietly.
Ivor's just gonna look at you, look back at her 3 friends, and just go, yeah, right?
I'm gonna look back over at Rolak and go. Have you ever been to Dagmar's place?
No.
What are you saying about my place?
Normal is a stretch.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not made of money.
I'm classifying normal right now as people that don't have unique dress codes, are carrying around corpses, or are a corpse.
What I just realized Rolak wasn't there when I buried the foot.
I point to my right arm and I said, this arm belonged to a noble, so I think you could say I was made of money.
Or part of you.
I rest my case.
This is gonna be great. Ganon is Ganon is quietly flexing. All right, while this was going on, just kind of flexing a little bit. So he's gonna walk over to Bob, right? And he's gonna go over there. And he's gonna do one of those things where he just kind of looks him up and down, right? One of those And he's gonna go over. What'd you say your name was? Say it was
Voth von Vox.
Vox, huh? Okay. How you doing? I'm Ganon. I just had to know, do all of your senses work?
Yes.
All right. Do you know you look ridiculous?
Oh, I look fantastic, and I think you look fantastic too.
You know what? It's been a rough 2 hours. I think I needed to hear that. I appreciate that. Really
I
do.
literally just picture
You're welcome.
stepbrothers like, are we best friends?
I gotta be honest.
Everybody's my best friend.
I know we got rotting flesh around us, but you might want to work on your stench a little bit too, man. Getting carried away there.
What do you think it smells like?
Dying.
You sure you're not smelling this burning corpse that we're standing on?
So like,
Doesn't continually fireball
Behind him.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, Vox, I got a proposition for you, my friend.
Do tell.
Do you have plans?
Same plans all of these parts had in life. Kill Strahd.
Great.
Well, what a coincidence.
So, other than kill Strahd, very lofty grand plan, do you have any like short-term plans, like go to the grocery store or, you know, take a bath, or like what's your plans for the rest of the evening?
Oh, you know, just walk around. I don't really eat, don't really bath, whatever that is.
We're going to work on that second one regardless, but
I can fix that.
we'll circle back. We're going to head to a manor up the way that apparently has a bunch of remnants, ghosts, something.
Revenants.
Same thing. That hate Strahd, theoretically. Maybe we're going to find some shiny items there. Maybe we're going to find some allies. Hopefully both. But if anything gets in our way, we're going to blast it. Would you like to come?
I would love to come.
Well, that was easy enough. Anybody got any complaints with Mary Shellings coming with us?
Shellings.
Nope, it's Mary Shellings now, damn it. In this world, it's Mary Shellings.
And who are all of you?
Finn's gonna stand up and walk over to him and be like, "Hello, fine sir. My name is Finn. How are you?"
I
And
look
as I
down.
lean in to shake his hand, I'm gonna give it one real big just.
oh.
Just one big sniff. Get a little whiff of what everyone was talking about.
Chloe.
I'm just kind of look at him and go, "That's a little bit of lemon." No, that was definitely some oregano in there.
My name is Knack. Would you like, I mean, you don't mind, obviously, but since we're going to be stuffed into the back of a compartment, would you be opposed to a prestidigitation cleansing?
If it makes you feel better, it makes me feel better.
I mean, I don't mind. As you see, I'm standing over a burning corpse burning it, but
Oh,
the
good.
other ones complain.
Oh, they're just sensitive.
Go for it.
All right, so
I'm riding shotgun, so I don't give a shit.
I'm open to new experiences. I forgot all my old ones.
well, here, smell fresh. That's all prestidigitation cleanse him.
Sorry, it's like WandaVision where there's suddenly a commercial and it's just Dak with like a little wand or something like that has prestidigitation and it's like, smell fresh.
I kind of feel like Dagmar is whatever Hoyt gave her that had the mint. I feel like she's
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah, like-
she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing but mojitos in this area. Just
You got Don Johnson over here just smelling like mint all the time.
The Sun Lord and mojitos. That's all I need in my life now.
this party's gonna turn out real quick. She's got mojitos.
Forget Strahd, we'll just open a bar. Alrighty, Vox, you have some magic come over you again, and go ahead and roll me a D100.
He falls apart.
Left arm just falls off.
Like mid conversation, he's like, "You know what I was thinking?"
As the magic kind of starts to wash away some of the grime off of you, and you have some chunks of blood that have dried, kind of turn into dust. Your vision almost kind of like changes itself and is taken back as one of those shreds of memory in you awakens for just a half second. And as it does, you are a soldier in full plate armor rushing up towards a massive gate. You see a phalanx of also heavily clad soldiers bearing their two-pointed fangs at you. Around you are dozens more like you, people that had been gathered, people that the mage had called to arms, animated to arms, anything that needed doing. And as you rush forward with this, you find yourself crashing against this phalanx of vampire soldiers. As you guys are fighting back and forth, suddenly you see a figure rise above the gatehouse, a long billowing black cloak behind him, the slick black hair and the points of red illuminated somehow in the darkness as a lightning bolt goes streaking behind him. You look over your shoulder as the lightning bolt seems to crash down almost like in slow motion and towards the middle of the forces that are coming in behind you to help you out, exploding outwards. Everything moves into full motion again as suddenly you're hit with the butt end of a polearm. You kind of look around again, trying to get your bearing, but above you there's just a vampire soldier as he rams a glaive through your chest. You look to the left, and there you see what appears to be the mage once more. Shaved head, mustachio of beard, and just burning intelligent eyes looking up at Strahd as he holds up his hands and the cloud itself seems to gather again. Electricity builds and shoots down towards the mage, who seems to redirect magic itself to strike towards the front of the phalanx and where you are. And as you kind of, like, you guys all see Vox just kind of go out of it for a second as he blinks a couple times and seems to go back to normal again.
You right there, killer?
I think that unlocks something in my mind. One of my previous deaths.
One of?
How many times you died?
Well, there's a lot of me here.
Is
Each
it
one
your-
had a death.
I'm gonna, like, in perfect earshot of him, just turn around and go, what happens if this dude just, his cheese falls off his cracker and he goes nutso when he's with us?
Esmeralda just kind of pats a hand axe at the side of her belt.
I like her more and more.
Are we in the carriage?
You
No,
guys
we're
have
all
stopped and
standing
you're currently outside of it.
Still outside?
What? And I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, Vox, but, you know, what can you bring to the table? And what I'm getting at is, like, if we happen to come into a confrontation, you clearly killed some of these zombies, you know, what is that thing you do?
Well, I can kill zombies, but mostly I empower others and make them stronger. I'm a bit of a force multiplier, because I am multiple people.
That's wonderful. It sounds like we got a regular old, team builder, and I appreciate that, man. We could always use some more supporting figures in the group.
I think you're all pretty fantastic, but I can make you even more fantastic. And if you're looking to kill Strahd, well, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, talk about a first impression. No, thank you. I'm gonna kind of just pat him on the side and make my way over towards the carriage to climb in.
All right,
Alrighty.
let's head on, I guess.
I'm gonna stay back for just a second as everyone's loading up.
God.
Hit him with.
When no one's looking. Again, raise my staff.
Turn the volume up.
Oh my god.
Oh, shoot.
And Cass ain't made it.
I'm
What
gonna
are
just
you-
look
what are
over
you
at
naming
Esmeralda
this
and
one?
go, that's what he does.
Oh,
That's
this
what he
is Jeff. This is still Jeff.
Tom, that's what he do. That's what he do.
Jeremy, go ahead and roll me a 2d8 plus 4.
Oh my god. So many memories. That's what she do. That's what she do.
does. Not horrible.
13. Alrighty. Perfectly average.
old Mad TV clip where this girl's urinating on a reporter. The reporter's like, dude, is your girlfriend urinating on me? He goes, that's what she do. That's what she do.
I missed that episode.
Yeah, Chris is over there so tickled he had to tell us about it.
What? Anyway,
Yeah.
as you guys, Jesus Christ, I gotta get myself back in. As you guys are getting now closer towards the actual mansion itself, high above the river valley juts a quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulcher. I know it's what it's called. Yeah, sepulcher mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones. Its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure seems to have collapsed as part of the roof. But the rest appears actually relatively intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog seems to come a peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howl of wolves in the woods below. But the house itself stands silent, seeming like a fossilized remain of some long dead thing smote at the side of a mountain. As we're at Argenvostold, Drake's favorite thing for me to pronounce. It's fact.
I tried it I've tried it 16 times now. I just call it the manor because I'm sick of butchering it.
Yeah, it's
It's already
Archibald.
dead. You don't have to butcher it again.
Archibald.
All right.
Alrighty. As you guys kind of file out and start approaching that, Esmeralda turns on a torch because she cannot see in the dark and holds the light up. She also pulls out, let me double check, I want to make sure that I have the right. Yeah, she pulls out this beautiful looking rapier and has it kind of like waving in front of her as she's looking about with the torch in her hand. You see all of these like interesting like almost like crenellated designs, reliefs at around the guard of the hands that seem to be pictures of knights driving stakes through the hearts of vampires.
Where do we see this? Like in the front of the manor?
No, this is upon the pommel of the rapier that she is carrying.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. What are you describing?
No,
Okay, you're
Esmeralda just
describing
has
her
no chill about what you do.
She's got a fancy ass sword.
She do. As you guys are starting to step forward, up ahead you see perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon, its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east towards the entrance of the mansion. Now, as you have come up here, you actually notice it's almost like the fog seems to start pushing in and getting closer. You have a hard time seeing past 100 feet around the mansion.
Okay. The only things we know about that place is there's oogie boogies that potentially haunting it, and there used to be paladins here. And actually, the third thing, everyone that comes here doesn't come back. So, with all that knowledge, my initial thought is traps. Somebody needs who feels the most confident. I'm a little tired from reading the book, so I don't think I should take point. Who feels the most confident that they could actually find potential traps? Like, what if that dragon comes off that perch and just starts like trying to eat us?
I can take a look.
Well, look at the ground, but go check out the giant dragon, because I do not want to fight a rock dragon.
Fair point. I guess I'll go take a look at the dragon.
Alrighty. As you step forward, Dagmar, you see the frescoes of what looks to be a relatively regal-looking creature. Go ahead and make me a history check, and here I'll call it out for you, so you don't have to look that up. Or if you already did it. Yup, that's a dragon, all right. You're just like, yep, that is a dragon.
Statue.
But as you're starting to look at it, you see the flagstone steps flanked by stone railings that climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argenwashtod. As you, however, kind of like just glance over to that and then back at the dragon, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ben's gonna scream up to her. Is it another dance-off?
You kind of look around it, and the only thing that seems interesting is you do notice that there seem to be kind of like these little... It seems like the jaw of the dragon seems to have opened and closed multiple times. It's almost like there's actually like a hinge made into it that can swing open and closed.
What do you see, Dagmar?
I think the mouth opens. Can I go and get a closer look?
Hold on. You want to look closer at the mouth?
Well, no, I'm not gonna stick my head in, but I'm also just take a 5-foot step closer.
Oh my god.
Let me clean it off for you.
Person. Pathfinder love.
It's still a measurement within D&D of moving 5 feet.
Hold on, Dagmar. I got an idea.
Okay.
Knack, can you prestidigitation the dragon statue to clean it up so that all of the moss and everything, so that Dagmar can see it more cleanly?
Yeah.
Could you actually just do the whole manor?
Yeah.
Actually, the entire Dread Domain. Just do the whole thing.
This episode is a Fixer Upper, brought to you by Dungeons and Dragons.
He's got a knack for houses.
We're really gonna go with an open concept here.
Yeah.
You know, let's open this wall.
I'm going.
Yeah, open concepts. That's all I'm saying is open concept castles. All right, as you step forward. Where did that go? Oh yeah, there he is. Of course, Jeff follows you, and you start prestidigitation all of the moss and stuff on it. The interesting thing about it is, while you do notice that there's kind of like the jaw now that you pointed out is definitely distinct and seems to be kind of like able to swivel away. Once you get the lichen and all of the moss and the growth off of it, the statue itself is in much cleaner condition, or not cleaner condition, but better repair condition, like where there's decay and the passage of time on all of the other rock, like some of the rain has started washing away, kind of rounding off the corners of the crenellations and the like. But this dragon is, you can still see all of the details of the dragon itself, which is interesting. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check. Here, I'll call it off for you. Bloop, 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 blooping hard. You blooped. Whenever you can see something like that in comparison to one another, what seems to be interesting about this is that this stone must be treated with magic of some sort. However, without, of course, casting something like Detect Magic, you can't be sure, but a well-educated guess is that something was cast upon this dragon, whether to make it last or you know, it could be any of 100 different things.
Is the dragon colored?
No, it's just a granite dragon.
So this is just my
Oh,
guess.
Finn, shit. You actually get to make me a history check with advantage. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Thanks for reminding me.
Oh yeah, Jeff. Longbow, arrows, leather armor. There you go.
I'm a strong
Yeah,
suit,
put
boys.
it on.
That's a little dragon. That's not even a real dragon. Get out of here.
What did Dagmar? So that's everything Dagmar saw after the prestidigitation. Everything correct? Okay, this is just my thought. Clearly, something magical is keeping it from decaying. I don't think it's a coincidence that the mouth is pointing right at the fucking front door. Now the question is how do we disarm it? Now here's just a thought. Dagmar, do you think you could potentially break the spring that makes the mouth open?
Am I allowed to take a closer look now?
Oh.
Suddenly, salt just kind of flies everywhere around her. Salt shakers on bottle rockets going. It's in my eye! It's in my eye!
No, you need to do this, Clancy. You need to do one of those. Remember that? Yeah.
Salt digitation.
Yeah.
I'll clean that up for you.
She's gonna.
I think that's
Finn
called
looks
vicious
right at
mockery.
Yeah. Finn looks right at Roll and goes, "She said, bitch."
Well, like you
I'll
take
go
1d4
see.
psychic damage.
Roll, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'll go and take a look. See what I can do.
But you said it though, right?
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Okey-doke.
Unless anybody else has a better idea.
Oh, what the? I'm
May
about to
not be
refresh.
mechanical.
These rolls.
You get closer and you kind of like climb up this 10-foot granite block and get yourself on top. And as you kind of climb up the claws itself and kind of look at it, you kind of like look around there. What is weird now, you could tell that there was maybe some way that it could hinge, but there is nothing that you can access from the outside. There's nothing that where you can try to even get like even a little bit of a thieves tool in there. This is completely closed, which what it does indicate to you is that if this does indeed open, it must be magical rather than mechanical.
So I got a second idea, and you're not gonna like it, Knack. I think you take all that shit back from Jeff. You have Jeff go over there and just open the door.
Jeff's like halfway through putting
Hold
on
on,
leather armor.
before you say no. If this is magical, we'll get to see what it does. We'll get to see what the trap is. And, you know, without any of us getting hurt.
He's one of us.
But you can bring him back. You've already shown that before. Or, actually, better idea. Not Jeff. Send your crab.
Okay, I thought he was about to say Kevin. You lost your fucking
Send
mind.
your crab. Have your crab go up there and open the door.
One, that's a very large door for a crab to open.
What the fuck can your crab do then?
He can see stuff that we can't.
Worthless crab.
Okay, so anyway, I have an alternative idea that, since it is magical, it may be audibly cued. Therefore,
there's a stone
lintel?
you got to step on up there, or a
the
laser
lintel is carved with the
tripwire.
name of this place. But you know what, Jeff, come here. Take off all your shit.
Disactivate.
It's actually just like the clattering of bones.
Hold on,
against
if you
each
think there's a magic, I mean, listen, hold on.
I
hold
can't
on.
say that word. I can't say that thing.
The last time we were at a magic place and Finn and Dagmar wanted to do a dance off, I thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and that's exactly what it needed to open the door. So, if you think that there's a power word that turns off the demon password, I'm all for it.
So as he says that, Finn is going to go, well, this is starting to feel like it's going to happen. So he's just going to reach up, snap his fingers, and Kevin is going to appear literally on the dragon statue. It's like dragon on top of dragon, just not like literally on top. Like I'm assuming there's like a little circular pedestal around.
That's a better idea. Yeah, let's use Kevin.
No,
On
that's
top
the
of
worst
the-
idea, Frank. Well, kind of, like I'm assuming like around its feet area, rather.
Oh, gotcha. So as that Kevin appears around, kind of looks up and instinctually just kind of starts hissing up at the stone dragon, and then kind of like looks at it, smells, and then just pees on the feet.
Have Kevin go to the front door.
That thing pees?
I'm kind of
We don't have another corpse for him to summon. You can pop him back. Have Kevin go to the front door.
It's still going. He's still peeing.
Yep. Kevin's just. It's
Okay.
been a while, man. He hasn't used the restroom in like 3 days. He could...
I think I'm about to go forward.
I mean, first of all, there were stick figures on that door. The fact that you didn't know it was dance moves is beyond you. Third of all, let's just throw a rock at the damn door and see what happens.
Finn shoots the door.
I throw a rock.
Roll me initiative.
Firebolt!
All right, Ganon, Finn, you guys look at each other. As you can see that each of you is going to try the same thing. Ganon, you rush over. Go to make me a dex check. Finn, go to make me a dex check. As you quickly try to get a arrow out of your, or bolt out of your... No, you actually have repeating shot. So Finn might even be faster, but go ahead and you guys both make me stupid-ass dex checks.
Trying to make it a competition in this bitch.
As Finn... You kind of just look over, and there's kind of like the self-satisfied, like, please, and you shoot at the door, and you see that there's like a little bit of a impact hole on the wooden door itself, but other than that, nothing happens. Ganon, you're like several heartbeats later, the stone just kind of goes landing against the door and rolls a little bit back towards you guys, coming to a rest at the top of the stairs there.
I'm telling you, someone go try to open the door.
Jeff, try to go open the door, please.
Clankety, clankety,
I'm
clank.
gonna ready my action. Aim crossbow at door.
Aim crossbow at door. Roger. All right.
Shields.
Nobody equips their shields.
Nobody here has a shield.
I'm just making sure, dude. PTS.
I already cast my mage armor.
Alrighty. As you guys kind of step up to say this, Jeff kind of lumbers over with his skeletal remains, completely blackened by the repeated use of firebolt on it. And as his foot starts to touch upon the very first step here,
Fucking told you.
that kind of like
told you.
green energy filling and kind of like holding all of the pieces of skeleton together every once in a while, almost like wisps of magic. Suddenly, Kevin goes whoosh, looking up as the mouth on the dragon statue seems to go up, and you watch as this 60-foot cone of air is pushed at Jeff, who goes
Air?
and steps forward. The air stops, and Jeff keeps walking up the stairs until he's at the top. Knack, go ahead and make me another, not animal handling, Arcana check.
Animal handling.
The rolls are good tonight, boys. We are going to be good in combat.
You guys are just getting it out of the way now, right? But
That's okay. In our game with Kin, we had, I kid you not, 20 criticals.
he told me about that. That was
It's the craziest
that's
shit I've ever
ridiculous.
seen. Crazy shit I've ever
What's gonna
seen.
happen to you though?
Yeah.
As you guys watch this, Knack, you are able to tell that, yeah, it's completely harmless air that is pushed out of the mouth and down at the creature, being Jeff. However, what is interesting is that it seems to still have just enough magic juice in the statue to make it do that. As you can see, the mouth kind of almost has like a hard time closing back up. You think that, you're not sure why, but the magic of the stone dragon has just deteriorated over time.
Yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about this guy. It's probably been here a long time, and whatever was powering it has degraded over time. Likely, that blast used to be something to be feared, but now it's nothing more than a gentle breeze.
Like an old person trying to breathe, right?
Yeah, somebody was
After each breath,
COPD.
yeah. After each breath,
I'm just saying, after what happened in Madame Ava's house, cautious is the better part of valor here. All right, so then I guess let's move up.
Alrighty.
Finn's
And
gonna
as you
walk
guys
up
are-
again.
You guys go ahead
Right.
and move yourselves. Ultimately, you put on the armor on Jeff, etc., etc. One thing about all of that, though, as you kind of look around, again, you see on the left side there's kind of like the stone tower that is still intact. On the right side, so to the south, you watch that, or you see that completely destroyed tower there. And actually, I had a
You
question,
give Kevin some equal-
because there's something that I forgot that you guys were planning to do. Knack, because of how things went, we're gonna say that you didn't read a chapter on the book, right? Because the next chapter was, you know, on Argynbush Told. Sorry, I remember you guys talking about it, but then it didn't come up, and I don't know if that was because this group is very good at keeping the conversation going, or because you didn't want to read the book.
I was like thinking about it. I was like, oh, well, now we're riding this really bumpy road. I was like, I probably can't read it while it's doing that. I don't know.
Tell you what,
that's went through my brain. So I was like, oh, well.
He procrastinated before the test, and he had all the spark notes available.
All right, go ahead and make me. Do you have Forecaster, Nick? Do you have Forecaster?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and hit Alt as you're trying to read this magical book on the bumpy ride. We'll just go back. Yeah, you just couldn't maintain concentration as you tried to read the pages. You're just like, damn it! And the clinking of the explosive vials above you, just your concentration was blown the whole time, and that is why Knack didn't read the chapter we'll go with. Alrighty.
Yeah, I can't move Kevin, brother.
Oh, well, I guess Kevin just wants to stay there. You know, he's just like, this is fine. This is good. I like this.
I'll hold it down out here, boys. Good luck.
Yeah. It's like, how about you go ahead and I'll stay back.
Tired of this shit.
Well, since
Never listen to me anyway.
Hoyt isn't here, I guess Gannon and I will kind of like take up the front, and you guys just give us just a teeny bit of a berth.
Oh, interestingly enough, too, as you guys step up to the front here, the dragon's mouth now remains closed. You guys can kind of look through destroyed windows. You see that not all of them are completely broken, but all of them have one type or another of mosaic depictions on the outside. All of you guys go ahead and I'll call it out to make it a little bit easier. Make me a perception check. Not you, Kevin. Dagmar, I think it suppressed yours. Sorry about that. Sal,
Yeah.
Go ahead and make us that perception check if you would.
He did. He just didn't do it in that thing. It's below it.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. That's one of the mods for Foundry. It's super cool. You can request the rolls. It's really fun.
I saw I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 9.
I promise.
Dagmar, you notice that all of these depictions seem to be almost have like religious undertones to them. There's like kneeling knights and the like. But damn, 24 and 23, you guys are talking about low rolls. Shit, look at that. Finn and Rolak, you guys kind of look at each other. As Rolak, you have seen these kind of depictions on the grand halls of your homelands in truly amazing castles and the like. This is what depicts round tables of knights and great accomplishments and the like, and that kind of like it almost makes you wistful as there's like this little spark of feeling homesick as you see all of these beautiful mosaics half still standing with the knights kneeling and kind of like being knighted and stuff like that. Finn, you are much more excited about the fact that all of them seem to have some kind of draconic depiction. And again and again and again, it seems to be a silvered dragon that these knights bow before or get knighted by, and it seems to be that they have some kind of a connection with the silvery dragon. It's almost like the silver dragon is their lord.
Never mind. So Finn's gonna kind of be. I guess awe would be the best description. Just kind of eyes wide open, looking around.
You want me to?
What's up, Dagmar?
You want me to check the door for traps?
Yeah, that's a good plan.
As she pulls a 10-foot pole out of her. No. Go ahead and make me that perception check.
I have like a bag of holding, but it's just for one single pull.
That's a pouch of holding. Yeah, look at those rolls. 23. You walk up.
Dagmar, aka Hermione.
Yeah, you walk up, and as you kind of look at it, the rusted hinges and the like kind of indicates to you that there might not be the same kind of magic warding it the same way that it is with a dragon. And you look around, you don't see any kind of like springs or any little trigger wires or anything like that that might indicate that this door is indeed trapped.
All right.
All right. As you open the door, Rolak.
Getting a level of exhaustion.
Yes. You see sprawling before you a wide hall. The room itself feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. The 4th bust, and the pedestal that it was on, has been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across this mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders, completely dark.
Okay, 2 things before we keep going. Knack, you have a potion that would make me feel energized. Kaka, you have a potion that gets rid of exhaustion. Kaka.
Yeah, I know.
Can I please have it?
Oh God, I'm hearing this bird, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Let me see if I can.
It is the meta pigeon!
Actually, I don't think I have it. I think I gave that to somebody.
Well, we have it. Who has it?
Mm-hmm.
We had no need for it.
I don't have it in my inventory.
All right. Everyone, check your pockets.
Listen, I hoard a lot of stuff. The only thing I have is this Death of Disappearance.
Who did we give it to?
No, it
I
was
swear to God,
Hoyt.
if Hoyt fucking has this.
I think it was Hoyt.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you fucking kidding me? The
Oh
one
my
time we
God.
actually have a fucking use for it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got you good. Whew,
Hey,
that's
you know
good.
what? You didn't want me hoarding stuff, so I passed it out. Blah, 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 blah. Now look what we got.
All
Just
the
let me
salt
hoard
today.
everything.
He's so bad.
I'm fucking pissed.
Priceless.
Like the one time we actually have something that I'm like, ooh, I can actually use an item in this campaign for the first time ever. It's like, nope, Drake's fucked again.
Man, I got
well,
other
fuck it. Let's
potions.
just go in then. Fuck it. Stupid asshole.
And Rolak, as you kind of starting to complain and bitch and moan, you stepping forward and you go like, yeah, fuck it, and then there's just kind of like this echoing, fuck it. That's it.
Come on in, ladies.
David.
Chris.
So I forgot to ask you about it. The oil of sharpness, is that muted with repeating shot?
The more powerful of the 2 controls. So the +3 on that one would control.
Yeah, you
okay.
you can't.
They don't
I
stack.
didn't know if it stacked or
Mhm.
if it was yet. It takes 1 minute. Can I go ahead and do that as we're walking in?
You're using that now?
It only lasts
never
for a
mind.
minute. Like once you use it.
Oh, never.
That-
My bad. Didn't it?
Yeah, that thing is worth thousands of gold for that reason.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Okay,
good.
okay.
Plus 3 is like,
That's like
Use before
BBEG
the
fight
final
prep
boss.
stuff. I'm just gonna let you know as a DM, you do not want to
Yeah.
waste that. It's fun. I mean, go for it. I'm fine with
that's
it. But
save for Strahd Daddy.
I'm also gonna
I
throw my
see.
spittle at Roland.
you
I
throw
want to
your
see him
what
like
at Rolak?
start.
Just throw it.
Your glove.
I want to see him start pulling out the thing. I'm like, no, don't
I
use
feel like you
that.
could be like, no, just slap him on the head. No!
Please don't use that. Please don't use that.
As you you guys you kind of like Finn is starting to pull at Knack. You kind of turn around, it's like no, stop. Suddenly your crab is just like like piercing into your skin. You're like, stop it, and you get the sense that it's trying to alert you.
We might not be alone right now.
And as he says that, you guys watch as from the shadows that are being cast upon some of these busts, the shadows themselves seem to shift themselves and rearrange and suddenly become malleable and moving like liquid and start slithering towards you guys. And that is where we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Alrighty, yeah, it'll be quick though. So we'll be back at 8:36, 8:37 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So 5 minutes. We'll be right back, y'all. And we are back. Hi everybody, welcome back. This is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean everybody's going to be rolling me initiative here in a sec.
Color me shocked.
I got my false life off before, right as we entered. I was like, I'm gonna cast that shit. Just...
Here comes a sub 5
Wait, that
initiative.
was... Did you actually cast that before you guys started walking in?
Fuck
I don't.
yeah,
I don't
did.
remember you saying that out loud though before the stream was live.
12 minutes ago. It's on there, champ.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Oh, I rolled above a 5 in my initiative. Christmas miracle, everybody.
Oh lord.
Fucking somebody just rolled a 20.
Flippin' skeleton.
Jeff.
Oh,
Nice. There you go.
that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Damn, I love our spread because we've got 20 or 22 and a 20, then we have a 15, a 10. So we actually have like a spread where we're not just all front or back loaded.
Alrighty.
I mean, you can
I just
always
rolled
count
for
on
Kevin,
me
but-
bringing up the caboose.
You're not the last.
That's
Finn.
surprisingly.
As you are the first one to go, I gotta change the music for this. We need something more action oriented for this one. Let me find my musica. However, Finn, you see some kind of a shadowy substance seemingly moving along the floor there in that square right there.
Okay, the game's paused, so I think it's hovering over that circle.
I know.
No, it's in the lower right corner,
There we go.
below the pillar.
I just wanted to move my character in because it was paused before I could move in. Can't move Kevin in because he's blocked.
It's not his turn. That's why he can't move it. Oh, and
Well-
because combat has not started yet. There we go.
Whoa.
Oh, Kevin technically goes anyway. He doesn't have his own turn, right?
Yeah, correct. He's right. He follows me.
All right, here we go. So you've moved a little bit, right? Am I going crazy?
No, so I originally tried to move inside, but you paused the game. Like when I tried to move inside with everybody else, so I tried to. Does that make sense? But the game had gotten paused before I could move in, so I have not moved yet. No.
But you were like right here when we paused, right?
Right. I was. Just trying
You
to
did because he paused it, so technically that's where you were when we.
Yeah.
initiative
I'm
started.
sorry. So you're technically back here, and yeah, like I said, you see shadow seems to kind of like shift and move in that area.
Okay. I will move 10 feet forward. Right. It's a little laggy on my laptop. Bear with me.
No rush, my man. You good?
You can always just use WASD if the clicker's too laggy for you on your laptop.
True.
That's actually much better. Thank you.
Whoops. Alrighty. As you step forward, you guys see some kind of weird shadows forming right here and right here. They seem to be on the sides that are closer to you on each one of these 4 busts that were described.
You say shadowy figure. So am I seeing a shadow or am I seeing a shadowy figure?
Both. It seems like the shadow that is cast from the bust kind of seems to detach itself and starts moving towards you guys.
I guess what I'm gonna do is ready in action. For just an attack. If something appears like an object I can physically shoot.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And then Kevin will take the. I'll use my bonus action to prepare an attack for Kevin if something gets within range of him.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna move Kevin up. I'm gonna move Kevin up inside with the. Yeah.
Sounds good. Now you could, I'll just tell you mechanically, you could fire at the spot where you see the shadow starting to move, and that would be firing into that space, right? On the flip side, if you hold your action, so you get 2 attacks. If you hold your action, you only get 1 attack. That is the difference between the two.
I guess I didn't understand how like blind firing it do a work. I didn't know it was an actual option. Okay, yeah, I'll blind fire to the one up top.
Alrighty, go ahead and make your attack roll. And that is going to be with disadvantage right now. Roll me another d20.
I held control. I don't know why that didn't.
Oh, weird. Keep holding control. That happens to me all the time where I let go of control just that split second before I actually click it. You're good. So I think the first one was actually lower. Yeah, so as you kind of shoot into the darkness, that weird bluish energy of your hand crossbow kind of gathers and shoots. And as it does, there's the shadow from the bust itself, but inside of it, you suddenly see as there's a puff of darkness that goes up and then dissipates as you absolutely hit something. It's weird.
Okay, I will multi-attack. Is this also with disadvantage?
Yes. Alrighty, hey, natural 13 and natural 13. You release 2 quick shots into the darkness as you hear just like a as you guys watch, like there seems to be a cloud of shadow that like goes up almost like a little bit of a pillar of fog, but pure blackness, and then just dissipates.
So I'm assuming I killed whatever it was.
You think so?
Okay. And then bonus attack, or with my bonus attack or bonus action, I will bring up Kevin to me.
Alrighty, sounds good. As a bonus, he moves 25 feet closer to you.
It's not letting me move him. Yeah.
It should. You're the owner for him. Let me
It might also
drop
be
it down.
lagging.
That might be what?
No, I might also be lagging. Bear with me. All right, we're good. I'll leave him there, and I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Out of the light of the torch, suddenly you see a creature kind of detach itself as the shadow seems to kind of like lift up and start moving towards you guys. As it's going to pick one of you guys at random on this one. Alrighty, Rolak. You suddenly see as the shadow tries to wrap itself around you and just like have its shadowy tendrils pierce into like down your gullet. It is going to make an attack against you, and that's going to be a miss, I believe. Let me double check on your AC. Yeah. As you're just like, yeah, looking around, you see the thing come forward, and you have 2 blades out right now?
Only one.
Okay, then it's only 16, right? Because of dual wielder only.
Okay, no, technically, yes, I have
Okay.
2, but I was going to do something else after. But yes.
Yeah, no worries. That is still a miss either way, as it's just like kind of reaches towards you, it's like, and tries to strike at you, but that is going to be a miss. Dagmar, it's your turn.
Alrighty, let's get a bless in here.
Up in here, up in her.
And we'll go with Rolak and Ganon and Finn. There we go.
That's my
Alright.
girl.
Finn, so I'll walk it backwards. Finn, and the other 2 were Rolak and...
Rolak and Ganon.
Awesome.
So that's a bless. And take out my bow this turn.
Alright, you guess that, and as you're kind of muttering to yourself, suddenly you guys kind of feel this weird kind of bluish spectral energy kind of gather around you guys and seem to kind of like flit around you guys. Alright, do you move or do you stay where you're at?
I'm fine where I'm at. I don't want to get any closer.
Roger that. Alrighty.
Fireball, yes, PTSD.
You know?
Shit.
I'm not worried about that right now.
Esmeralda actually will step through your space there, Rolak. Positions herself right there as she also pulls out the hand axe that is at her hip and then just starts laying into the shadow.
Hey, yeah.
Does it have any effect? I have no idea if she has a magical weapon or not. I'm just curious.
Yeah. The first one is a hit and seems to have full effect.
Is it a magical weapon?
It appears to be a magical weapon.
Ooh, fancy.
All right, as she follows that up with a hand axe. And that's a natural 20. You watch Esmeralda just kind of step around and kind of cuts across the shadow as there seems to be almost like a silver streak that burns into it. It kind of goes with anger as she then just follows up and kind of just cuts across it. It's weird, like it actually catches in almost as if this thing had actual flesh to cut into and upward, almost gutting the shadow as the shadow just explodes outward. Alrighty, that brings us to Rolak. Hold up one sec.
Yeah, it's literally screaming at me, telling me I'm next.
Yeah, the noise.
Is that what that noise was? That
There's
scared
still
the
some on
shit
the
out of me.
right.
Yeah, it's a mod just to let you know, hey, it's your turn.
Okay, so I can't see any on the right, correct?
You do see the shadows starting to kind of move in this spot off of that bust, and with the lights that Esmeralda has shed. Oh shoot! Esmeralda dropped the torch, which would still kind of illuminate the area, but you see that the shadow on this bust also seems to start moving.
I mean, I've got dark vision, so I would assume that I can still see pretty decent in here.
This has more to do with the fact that there is illumination.
Gotcha. I mean, can I, if I get close enough, can I swing at the shadow coming off of the bust? Is that a thing?
You can sure.
Okay.
It's gonna be with disadvantage, but yes.
Okay. So I've moved 5 feet. So
You move 10.
I'd move 10. Okay.
Yeah, you start out right there. Do you see that little shadowy version of yourself? That's where,
thank you. Okay, so I see a shadow here.
in this square, and you see another one in this square.
Okay, then I'll just move here. And I guess I'll go ahead and swing at it. Swing at the shadow. So wait, hold on. I see one here, and I see one here.
Yeah, there are two.
Okay, then I'm gonna do something a little different. Oh, it's 10 feet apart. Never mind.
All right, that was with disadvantage, but yeah, as you kind of like try to look at it, you have that weird sheathed in black magic itself, sword as you strike at it.
Damage.
Nothing. I think the damage might be based on your strength rather than.
Oh, now it showed.
Charisma.
It didn't show me. Yeah, it's not pulling off my charisma modifier for whatever reason.
Well, that
so
would be a +3, right? A swing of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still a miss.
Yeah. Oh, I figured it was. I was just curious why it was for whatever reason pulling off my strength.
But don't forget, you do have disadvantage on these attacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll roll you again.
Okay.
Natural one.
Doesn't
matter.
Roll me one more d20. Okay. Yeah, as you swing down, that would have been a miss too. Yeah, you guys watch us roll it kind of like. Ugh! I take it back. You are blessed, sir. The natural one is a miss, but go ahead and roll me a d4. Just in case. Because that was a 10, a 13, a 13 hits. So the second, or actually that was the first swing.
My pack weapon.
Yeah, which would have been
It would have been 7 damage.
So, yep, 7 damage as you strike into it. And what kind of damage does it do? Just magical, right?
Yeah, it's just magical.
Okay, awesome. As you cut across it, you can feel almost like your sword getting stuck in the shadow. And as some of the tufts kind of flood up, you're like, what the hell? As you feel like you've damaged it, but it's definitely not down and out by any means. Alrighty. Sounds good. So as that brings us to its turn. The shadow actually detaches itself from that and floats upward. You see tufts of it kind of floating around. It is going to try to...
We would like to be your friend.
Yeah, right. It kind of flits into that space and seems to attach itself, kind of shrinking down back behind that pillar, and tries to make a stealth check first against you.
Strike slashes it, and then he's like,
Want me to do a perception check?
No, so this is going to be against your passive perception for right now. As for that instance, as it kind of like seems to attach itself to that pillar, you don't see it, like it is actually hidden from you. Now, the reason that matters for its next attack, it does have advantage, but then becomes unhidden for that moment. All right, as it strikes down upon you, suddenly the inky blackness just pierces into you, through you, down your gullet, and into your very being. You take 10 points of necrotic damage, and your strength seems to be seeping away. You also take 2 temporary points of, and mark this down somewhere, what your strength, etc. should be. As you guys watch Rollick kind of go, and seems to kind of shrink down a little bit. You take 2 points of strength damage as well. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Strength don't matter to me.
If you hit 0 strength, you die. Just as an FYI. As
That's what you're saying.
It's an 8 strength.
That's been checks on strength. Like, don't get anywhere near.
I have 5.
Yeah, this shadow kind of detaches itself and slithers along the wall towards you, as well as it kind of goes into that shadowy area where there's no light. Tries to do the same thing again too. Is not able to stealth itself from you as a bonus action, and then just tries to make a strength attack, or a strength drain attack. That is going to be another hit. You take 13 points of necrotic damage, and 1 point of strength damage. So you're down 3 points of strength now, just FYI.
Did you remember you had false life, by the way?
Yeah, he had marked it on.
He took it from there first.
Okay.
You guys watch as Rollick is just like having 2 different shadows pierce into him and seemingly draining the life force from him. That brings us to Voth. What would you like to do?
All right. I am going to upcast Aid to level 3.
Also, how did you manage? Oh, okay.
And how do I do that to level 3? Because it lets me cast it at level 2, it's level, but how do I cast it at level 3? I'm not sure.
So after you click it, it's going to ask you, hey, what level would you like to use, or at what level would you like to cast it? And then you select,
Gotcha.
yeah, that drop down.
All right, so I'm going to hit Rolak with this, so he gets back, it should be 10 hit points.
Okay.
His max goes up by 10, and his current goes up by 10. And
All right.
I will also hit Ganon. And let's see who else is going to be on the front line. And let's give it to Finn. Why not?
Oh, don't give it to the off tank. That's fine.
Who's the off tank?
He's joking.
Nice.
Sorry, I have Rolak. Who's the next in line?
I said Rolak, Ganon, and Finn.
Rolak, Ganon,
So
Finn.
what did you just do to me? You healed me for 10?
Yeah, I cast Aid on you, and what it does is it raises your maximum hit points by 10 and your current hit points by 10.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
you-
taking care of it. No worries.
Okay, because I was gonna say mine hadn't changed.
It did. So what is interesting about that is it technically doesn't look like it really like changes the bar, but you were at 28, so you're now at 33, and instead of 44 being your max, if you see there's a 5
But he healed me
underneath
for
that-
10, not 5. He said.
Yeah.
Because I upcasted it to level 3, so it gets an extra 5.
Oh! I always
Sure, no.
misread it as like an extra person. That's right.
And 44 was my maximum hit points before.
Yeah. Do you see how there's the 10 is underneath the 44 there?
Oh.
That's how you do max HP.
Gotcha.
And I'll say not Ganon, Rolak, you did a good boy, kiddo. Hit him again. And he gets to hit him again because of my order domain.
Do I get an action or an attack?
Go ahead and link that order domain
Yep.
feature.
I'm asking because can I cast a spell?
Because I think if it is an action to do that, you might not be able to do both this turn.
It says attack.
Oh no, when you cast a spell with a first level slot or higher. Do you want to use your reaction for that, Rolek?
Yeah, you can use your reaction to attack.
Fuck yeah, I do. Does it have to be a melee attack or can I cast a spell?
It's your reaction, so I guess whatever you can do with your reaction.
If you had Warcaster.
Beautiful.
Cell, let me know what some of the build was. Normally, I don't allow Ravnica builds for this reason, but for a guest character, I'm totally fine with it.
Whoops.
No, it's all good. That's literally a battle master ability that they have to use a resource for. That it comes essentially for free is crazy broken.
Oops.
Yeah.
Gotta use a spell slot? That's a resource?
That's true. But it's like the spell slot itself is already badass, right? Alrighty.
Okay. I do have Warcaster, so then I can cast a spell with my reaction. So
I think for Warcaster, it is only for an opportunity attack that you can cast the spell. Here, I'll link it so that we can all
when the
look at it.
hostile creature's movement provokes an opportunity attack.
It's not just you can whenever you get a reaction.
So I
to make
can't
an
cast.
attack.
So I can only do a melee attack. I can't cast a spell here.
Correct. And I think the thing even specifically says, an ally blah, blah blah make one weapon attack. So it doesn't allow you to make anything but a weapon attack.
Still dope. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah. It would have been a lot better if I could have cast a spell.
No, sure. But remember, we don't want to go all out right now.
Oh no! It's a cantrip.
Alrighty,
So,
as you strike
17
out
to
at
hit
this,
for 11 damage.
that is a hit. Which one are you hitting?
The injured one.
Okay. By the way, you guys can hit T in order to indicate who's getting hit by that.
And
If you
then
hover
move up.
over a token.
I'm gonna move up 10 feet and end my turn.
All right, I'm gonna try and target this guy with tape. There he goes.
I'm being healed for the first time. Be like, what's happening? What's happening?
I'm aiming. And then I'm going to fling a firebolt.
A fireball?
Firebolt.
Fireball?
Firebolt.
Alrighty. And remind me, do you have Spell Sniper?
No, I do not.
Okay, as you're kind of firing into that, you don't have a whole lot of openings there between the pillar and this sticking out and Rollock in the way. But even despite all of that, that is still a hit. And as you strike into it, it seems to not take as much damage from the fire as you would have liked.
Interesting. All right. Bonus action. Jeff, shoot that shadow and any other shadows that show up.
Alrighty, as Jeff is going to do exactly that, it is going to try to aim down, make a little short burr attack, and that is going to be a miss. Ganon, it's your turn. Sherbert. That's all you, Tom.
Oh, sorry, it's me.
It's
Oh,
you.
yeah. Okay, so
Just one shadow left now, south.
There's another one up north too.
yeah, but we can't see it, right?
No,
No.
all the
Those
north
two
ones you
okay.
guys took care of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
so I'm
the-
gonna just go on Drake's one then.
I guess so.
Can I make
So-
that move?
yeah, you just have to probably move around it. That's all.
Oh shit! Am I a shadow now?
So
It's
remember,
dangerous.
I have that mod that indicates if you're in dark vision. If you're black and white, that means that you're not actually illuminated.
And Ganon dies.
Fades to black. All right. Well, I'm gonna swing at this dude.
Go for it.
With
I
their
saw off, right?
Yeah, you have bless on. All right, go ahead and roll me a d4 if you would.
Does it matter?
It's a brutal good roll with a 17. That is a hit.
Jesus.
As you cut into this thing, it does not take as much damage as you would have liked it to. However, as you're just like pure anger, pure adrenaline, pure minotaur, I mean half orc, I mean one dude pretending to be another dude power, you strike down, and even though it's like trying to cut through meat with like a butter knife, you somehow force it, and the shadow just explodes outward, as that was enough to kill it even with the resistance on.
Swinging that big sword around.
And as you guys kind of look around, no other threats seem to materialize before you guys. As Esmeralda goes back over, picks up her torch, and kind of looks at all of you guys. All right. We need to be careful with these things. These places are haunted.
I definitely think somebody else should light a torch so that we have 2 torches, because just being able to see in the darkness, clearly light has an effect. Who else can light a torch and carry a torch? Anybody?
I have one.
How tall are the ceilings? Or how far away are the chandeliers from me?
Approximately. Of course, it doesn't tell me right there. Probably like a decent 15 feet above you.
Okay.
Come on, Jeremy. Do it.
It's too far.
That'll light this room. That's not going to light the whole. Like, can someone just carry a mother-loving torch? Like
Esmeralda
I can carry a
kind of walks
torch. I'll carry
forward,
a torch.
and she just casts light upon your what? She just she touches one of the clasps on your armor as you start shedding a bright light, and she just rolls her eyes. Come on, let's keep going.
All right. I think we clear the first floor first before we go upstairs.
Yeah, sounds good.
Makes
That door
sense.
you're next to.
Finn's gonna be in full on like James Bond spy mode with the crossbow.
All right, Gannon. Why don't you? Since I took a few scratches in that last, why don't you take point?
No, I got you. I'll be honest. I've seen a lot of moving pictures, specifically one with a dog that murmurs a lot. It kind of sounds like a human. But I think the best thing that we can do is potentially just split up and go in each one of these doors alone.
You hear Finn go, "Rory!"
Ruh-roh!
Go through the door, or I'll stab you with my own sword.
Oh look, Jason's here.
I'll help him stab you.
All right.
Please.
Maybe not the greatest idea, but I don't. At least I'm trying.
Sure, we'll call it that.
And that dog is hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna get up to the door, David. What I'm going to do, since I have my sword out, right? I'm going to use my other hand, have the sword in one hand, because I'm not fighting with it, it's kind of holding it, yeah? So I'm gonna use my other hand, and then reach back and feel the spear. And I wanna, when I feel the spear, I wanna know if it's doing anything.
Make me a perception check, Gannon. Here, I'll call it off for you. You kind of go around, and as you step by a Rolak with your suggestion, like maybe we should all just kind of split up, and as you touch it, there seems to be almost like this. You know, if you've worked outside on a gardening or a project or something like that all day, and you come in and there's just like the smell of lingering barbecue or like a freshly browned steak or something like that in the air, and you're just like, it churns your stomach with the hunger that you feel. As you touch the spear, that is that same thing, and you kind of lick your lip for a second as you look behind you, and there's just like the fresh blood that is kind of trickling down Rolak's mouth as he kind of wipes it away from the fight with the shades, and you're just like, You kind of have to like blink away to make it go away.
So it didn't burn me.
Oh, and Ganon is on fire.
Yeah. So what I want to do is, as I approach the door, I want to take out the spear, and then I want to.
I'm just kidding. You take out the spear.
Well, it's been fun, guys. You have a great time. This is fun. I will tell. So I'm gonna take out the spear, and I want to poke the door with it.
All right. It does not seem to be locked as you kind of like banging against these brass door handles here.
All right, put the spear away, grab the sword, and then I'll go to. I'll reach for the door.
This shaft of light kind of pierces in, and you see rubble that is strewn throughout much of this vast chamber caused by the partial collapse of the rooms above it. The pink marble floor here and fallen chandeliers lie amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick, extremely thick webs stretch from wall to wall, and moving among them, you see spider after spider of massive proportions.
I will immediately close the door.
What's in there?
You saw just like hundreds, what seemed like hundreds of little eyes just like peering back at you.
Quick question, David. Do I have my strength back?
Nope.
I could hear that eye rolling.
I know.
It was like there's a
You know
crying.
what? No. Hey guys, just a thought before we advance. Maybe we should just sit down for a little bit before we go into the next room.
I'll
No.
go.
What do y'all think?
I don't know if anybody else saw that. There's a ton of spiders in there. I'll be honest, like a ton.
I have something for that.
Yeah, let's burn it with fire. But first, let's sit down. Let's have a drink of wine, and just take a minute and think about things. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, that's fun.
Esmeralda turns towards the rest of you guys. Is he always this whiny?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much.
You are what you
Also-
drink.
On a side note, maybe we should stop taking NPCs with us because all they like to do is talk smack, and
Just against Drake's characters.
Yeah.
It's hard written into the campaign. It's literally right there.
But on the side note, if they want to keep talking smack, maybe I just won't talk and the campaign won't move forward. So I mean, we can play it,
Jesus.
So do we want to rest?
The sodium content in this game is too damn high.
Hey, I can be passive aggressive too.
Jeremy would need you. Prestidigitate this.
I clear away the salt.
Oh, you're gonna prestidigitation all the spiders?
All the salt.
What? Oh, all salt.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean the spiders. Ooh, dirty spider.
Dirty spider.
You dirty spider.
All right. Do y'all want to take a short rest here?
I mean, if y'all need a rest, that's fine with me. I'm
Well,
good.
I feel weak, and I don't know if that's gonna come back, but maybe.
Finn wants to walk over and be like, "You feel weak, man?" He's gonna start rubbing on Rolak's shoulder. Like, "Hey, be all right. Come on."
What's a short rest? Like 30 minutes?
1 hour.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I just saw what's in there. It's spiders. So why don't we take a minute and figure out a battle plan?
I think
Maybe
that's perfect.
give an hour or so.
The door opened inward or outward? Did he pull or push?
Push.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, Jeff, hold the door closed.
Hold the door.
Hold the door! As everybody cried for
Oh,
a brief
door.
second. As it...
Jeff, hold door. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the middle. I'm gonna be like, Finn, kumbaya.
Oh, yeah.
So, what? Okay, as we're taking a short rest, we can just chat real quick. So, Neck? What is your plan for dealing with the spiders?
Launching a fireball.
Oh, oh, okay.
What if there's valuables in there?
They'll
I
be
forgot to mention, everything in there was
lightly toasted.
Oh,
I have an alternate plan.
Lightly toasted might not be an accurate representation of what will happen, but okay.
what's your alternate plan here?
What if instead of launching a fireball, you launch the fireball from your mouth?
Are you insinuating something?
I'm
I'm still
insinuating I can take this kobold here.
Oh, nope. You lost me at Cobalt.
Is
Yeah,
that
you have to
kobold?
keep in mind that anyone other than me wants to be 45 feet away from combat at any time.
No, okay. Oh, what you got, friend? What you got?
You're related to dragons. I can make you shoot fire from your mouth like a dragon.
Finn is going to incredibly overreact to the statement he just said and go, shut up!
I can bring that out of you. I can make you the best you that you can be. And you can kill all the spiders with your mouth.
Finn is literally overwhelmed with excitement to the point where he's like, when you give your kid a bright red fire truck, he's like,
So we open the door and we send them in first.
yeah, turn me into a dragon, go. And I kind of lean my head forward like,
Burninate everything.
you what?
Burninate everything.
Burninate? Got it.
So
Burninate.
Burninate.
Vox, quick question. So he gets 1 burninate, 2 burninates, unlimited burninates?
Oh,
Burninate.
for a whole minute, give or take, he can just throw fire from his mouth in a big old cone like a dragon.
How big of a
That's
cone?
pretty useful. Okay. So he could literally just theoretically just stand there and just keep breathing fire for a minute?
Finn is now this close to Vox.
Yes.
You had me.
Oh, yes.
You're like grabbing
It's
his
about,
Just go!
dragons are really tall, so they can shoot out for like 60 feet. Finn's a little shorter,
Doesn't
so
matter.
that's about, 15 feet or so, perhaps.
Ooh, I don't like that.
A dragon!
Wait, well. Let's think about this just for a second. 15 feet, David. Is that what it would be, or?
Yup.
Well, wait, hold on. Now listen,
You were all
Freddie.
excited about this, Skippy.
Well, you gotta mention the fine print. All right. Okay. Idea. Hear me out. I stand at the door. Okay. You open the door. You yell at the spiders. Spiders come this way. They come close. I dragon breath. And then, assuming door is still there, is door wood or is it metal?
Yep, it's wood. Reinforced, but wood.
Okay, I go that way. Boom, and then y'all run in safely to help protect me. It's a great plan. Great plan. Great plan. I'm like looking for high fives. Like great plan.
I high five him.
Fuck yeah, man, he's on board. I like this guy.
Spiders won't probably come to us, just so you know. But
They'll
why would they leave
probably-
to take their webs?
Yeah, if you start breathing fire, I would think that they're going to retract away from said fire and just kind of like turtle in their area. Now, the fireball idea clearly will, like, because you're going to be damaging them, that might cause them to come at us.
As you guys are having this conversation, you guys all kind of hear groaning from the levels up above. And again, this thing is tall, like almost 100 feet tall. This thing is a full-on manor, right? And as you hear like groaning from up above, suddenly you see smoke and darkness seem to pour down the steps there from the left and right side toward the center point, kind of billowing the tapestry that is up against that wall. And then
Talking about the staircase?
Seems to rear up its head, and out of it you see what appears to be a shadowy representation of an ancient dragon's head form out of it, leap up, and as it does, you see the room get even darker. The light spell upon Rolex seems to kind of die down. The torch upon Esmeralda seems to kind of flicker out as the darkness kind of rolls forward across you guys, and as it rolls through you guys, your hearts are all racing as you guys look at each other. But otherwise, you don't seem to feel anything.
Quick DM question about what this dragon ability he was talking about. Does that make me unable to do anything but that?
No, it just means mechanically you're gonna have to make a choice.
It.
Like, do you want to use your action to breathe fire, or do you want to make attacks? Yep.
Just want to make sure. Didn't know if I get forced to be your dragon.
Yeah, it's Dragon's Breath. That's what the spell is.
That's fine. Just want to double check. I'm gonna look at him and go, do it.
All right. When we're ready to go in, I'll pump you full of dragon juice.
That might be the sexiest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I thought you'd like it.
Oh,
And so I'm gonna sit down for our little short sit down here for a second for our short rest, and I'm just gonna be staring at him, waiting the whole time, just like eyes bugging out. Just
Short rest, huh? Did anybody else see that smoke dragon thing?
yes, thank you. Thank you. Completely unfazed by that.
I thought nobody was going to bring it up.
Is it,
The giant creepy smoke dragon.
I wasn't the only one, I guess.
Nope. I saw the giant creepy
feel,
smoke dragon.
like my heart's kind of like racing right now.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't notice.
I'm just not. I'm so excited. I'm thinking that my heart's racing because I'm excited.
No, yeah, I pooped myself a little bit. I'm better now, though.
I don't have a heart. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, boy.
We'll get to that later. Do it.
All right, let's go.
Are we opening this door or what?
Are we taking a short rest? I don't understand.
Yeah, just get you guys a short resting.
Okay.
That whole thing was a short rest. That's where we were talking.
We're on the same page.
Short rest. Short poop.
How long does these aids last again? I'm curious.
8 hours.
Oh wow!
Did
Wow.
that cause my strength to come back or no?
Nope. Sorry, let me double check. Yep.
Still looking deeply into your eyes like a ceremony
All right.
clock.
So the plan is that Finn is going to go in there and start trying to breathe fire at them. That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, go get them.
Again, how far into the room were they? Did you notice?
They seem to be all along the walls and the ceiling here is kind of like almost kind of like caving in and leading towards the southern part of this room.
Gannon, if you had to spitball, how many spiders? 5, 25?
You saw a bunch of eyes kind of looking back at you. You saw the hairy legs. You saw that they were significantly larger than you, and you just went nope, and you closed the door.
There was
More
more.
There was a gaggle.
A gaggle. It was a gaggle. Gaggle spider. Yeah.
Well, not so much a gaggle, but not like burning me either.
I believe a group of spiders is called a Karen.
All right, boss.
Okay. I'm sorry.
A Terran it is. So I think here's what we do. I'm gonna put a rope on the little dragon, and if he's going alone, we're gonna pull him out. Shit goes bad.
How deep? Hold on. How far in are you going to go?
There was nothing but darkness in there, man. I don't know how he's
looked
gonna
at
go and breathe fire. 15 feet could be nothing,
Alright.
Okay. Fuck it.
unless
for
we're
it.
all gonna go in with him.
I think the plan is that he's going to go in there. I'm going to get over here. So Gannon, Jeff, get out of the way. Gannon, why don't you move to the side so we kind of are flanking the door here, but he has a clean path to run back. All right, Finny boy.
I'm gonna look over to Esmeralda and go, "Kiss for
Everybody, here's my thought. Why doesn't everyone get into a position to where, Lord willing, the spiders will come to us, and we can kind of bottleneck them.
That'd
So-
be good.
I'm gonna tie the rope around my waist. I'm gonna give the other end to Gannon and go. Pull hard, sir.
Wait.
Hey,
Can I
hey,
go ahead?
Vox, why don't you back up a little bit, homie?
Well, I have to touch him to.
We'll get behind him instead of being right next to the door.
I'm going to inspect the knot. Rolek, could you inspect the knot as well?
Okay, I guess I'm just rolling to give you advantage on your inspection.
I have
No,
no
you
clue,
guys,
but I know
you guys
David.
tie a knot. It's not super hard.
All right. The word will be help.
Great code word.
All right, so I take Finn. I put
Or
my
any loud noise. Sorry.
I take Finn. I put my hands on his cheeks, and I get real close to him. I open my mouth and I breathe a little fire into his mouth, and I cast.
Orgasmic would be the word to describe how I'm feeling right now.
Just
Oh boy.
from my vantage point, it just looks like y'all two were making out. And I'm like, this is really weird.
Alright.
And
I'm
inappropriate.
watching a little cobalt and a zombie kiss.
Yeah. Says the guy who kisses all of his teeth.
magic
I
A
mean-
moment,
construct, not a zombie.
and your
I'm-
lips
I'm
are
just proud
close
he's
to
putting over
mine.
Clover. I'm just really happy for him. Buried the foot. Seems to be getting on with his life.
Oh
Good
yeah,
for him.
he's moved on clearly.
thing.
As the fire enters me, I'm gonna kind of heat up a little bit and just go. And a little smoke's gonna come out. I love you. And I'm just gonna turn around and look at the door and go. Pop my neck, move the shoulders. And go, ready when you are, boss.
One round down.
I open the door very gently.
All right.
I'm gonna take one step in.
Such a bad plan.
Getting ready to pull.
You see up above in the ceiling these massive sized spiders as they're just kind of like hanging all about.
Oh God!
I breathe fire. I breathe fire.
Alrighty.
And scream help immediately after.
I'm guessing
That is
directed
a-
at this one and upward, right?
I keep big
It's a
spider.
Yes, away from me.
Go ahead and roll me a 3d6.
Oh my
That
god.
will not be enough damage.
We did this for a 3d6. I'm a 10d6 in this bitch.
I'm enjoying this.
No, we did this for Finn to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying all of this very much.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Fan fucking yeah. Okay. I breathe fire and I scream help, and then roll up.
Maybe they can't fit through the door.
Alrighty, with that, we're gonna go back into initiative.
Boy, do
Yeah,
I feel
figured
good
we
standing
would.
back here.
I bet
It's-
y'all
yeah,
are happy
all right.
about-
So 5 initiative. Let's go.
Oh my
Good job,
god.
Jeff.
How?
He's a
How?
I am cursed. I am
That's
cursed.
I rolled
No
a
matter
5.
what campaign. It doesn't matter what campaign. It doesn't matter what server. It doesn't matter. Sub 5.
You do have like the worst initiative roll. In the
Hey,
history of
from a
the
controller
It's
perspective,
2.
it is actually awesome to go last because then the battlefield is kind of set out before you and you get to make a final decision, right?
So, out of curiosity, David,
Yeah, we'll do
I
that.
breathe the fire. Am I to understand that may have acted like a surprise, not necessarily a surprise round? But
Yeah,
a
you
free
essentially
round?
got to do your thing first, which the spiders were certainly intimidating, scary, whatever else, but they were hanging back. They didn't do anything. And as you breathe the fire upon it, they suddenly all spring into action as you see more of them starting to move. And
Did the
more.
reaction of the help do anything? Did I get yanked back immediately?
That is going to be up to initiative now.
Welcome to the front lines, Playboy.
Yeah. Welcome.
Alrighty, let me see what the damage was. Gotta scroll back up. 12 points of
Well-
damage. It did save against it, so that is only 6 points of fire damage.
Wonderful. Yeah.
You cinched its leg hairs pretty well on that one, but it wasn't quite enough to kill it by any means.
Now
As-
it's a sexy spider.
They got a nice shave. They can go out to
He's ready for his bathing suit.
too.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
No way, Jeff gets to go.
Actually,
Why is Jeff going first?
Command
not
Jeff
going
to
first.
yank on rope.
Oh my gosh.
No, I like the idea of Finn tanking.
He's gonna get one shot.
What do they ever do to you?
all right.
I just like somebody else get punched in the face for once. It's always me.
You always go up front though.
Because no one else will.
My initiative was low.
Oh, there's a couple of them. We got a whole. It's like a bunch. It's like a Starbucks with all these cannons.
So this thing is actually kind of like walking along the ceiling. As it kind of like starts to move across you see it kind of pulls something from its abdomen and starts spinning, and as it does, it kind of starts to gather as it flings it with two back legs towards your direction, Finn. I need you to make me a... Actually, no. I get to make the roll. Natural 2. You see this little globule of yeah, spidery sectors fly towards you, and you're like, ah! As it kind of like seems to harden against the wall behind you. That is going to be its turn. And again, this thing is like 10 feet up in the air here.
As I once again look back at the group with my reaction going, help! Pull the lever!
Alrighty. This Strand Spider also rolled pretty well.
I didn't think I see that one yet. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Is actually on the ground and is going to also do the same thing. Is going to try to shoot at you.
Is it shooting like webbing, or can we tell?
Yep. Okay. You guys watch in horror as Finn just goes like, help, help, and just like the web shoots across your face and everything that you have as you are restrained by the webbing of this thing. Oh boy. Restrained, by the way, all attacks against you have advantage. Yo.
Question, the DM question. We can, since he has the rope around him, we could still even though he's restrained, we can drag his restrained body out of there,
you can
correct?
try to break the restraint with your action, because the person who's holding it, which is going to be Ganon, could pull it back. Yes, but you have to break the restraint.
It's gonna be kind of Ganon doing some kind of check to see if he can like kind of yank him and drag him free. Is that correct?
Yep. Finn, you watch as over this lower part of the wall, another one of these things kind of climbs across and goes towards the...
There's more! There's more!
towards the ceiling as well, of this open thing as well, and is going to make a shot at Esmeralda. And that's another hit. Esmeralda is also restrained.
That's swell.
Hey, at least
There,
you won't
go
have
away, dude.
you won't have NPCs anymore, right? Jab doesn't have anything that he was supposed to do, so he's just kind of like standing there. He's just like he's just standing there next to Knack and just kind of like waiting, like just like making very severe eye contact with you. Dagmar, socket to socket contact? I don't really know. It's weird to say eye contact because that almost insinuates that your eyeballs are touching. I don't. Anyway, Dagmar, it's your turn.
Wow.
Okay, way to start a turn there.
And still somehow not the weirdest thing that got said tonight.
That's a fair point.
No, yeah.
Can you
I
touch
feel
your
like
own eye?
I'm just gonna do another bless here.
All right, who gets it
Let's
this
go
time?
with Ganon, Finn, and it feels weird giving it to NPC, so Rolak again.
Sure thing.
The
I
3.
agree with your decision.
I mean, hey, that helps with saving throws too, so
Yeah.
not necessarily terrible.
Yeah, no.
It helped me last time.
And then okay. Full disclosure, this is what I'm going to try and want to accomplish, David.
Hey, no, definitely. DMs out there, encourage us from your players. Like, you're working with them and for them. Like, what cool thing are you trying to get done, Clancy?
Are you, David?
I would like I would like to, use some of my roguish feats here. I don't know if you need me to stealth to the door, or if I can walk to the door and then try to silently open it my next turn. Because I'm hoping, because I haven't looked at the live stream in a bit, that this door connects.
I mean,
And
ideally,
so I
you
can maybe
guys
get off a couple
shouldn't look at the
stealth
live stream.
shots.
But no, you should be able, if you click away. So what your character can see is that, right? If you click away, you see what everybody sees, right? If you left click away from it. But as you hope that it connects, it looks like it might connect. You would walk up and then try to do the stealth, because as long as you are hidden from everything, meaning there's no line of sight or anything like that, you're trying to be very quiet and kind of go up and then try to maybe open the door next turn. Sure thing.
Okay, cool. So I'm good to just move? Or do you want the action? Okay, cool.
No, I mean, yeah, I know. Cunning action. Good stuff as a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just go to the door this turn.
Alrighty, go and make me that stealth check if you would.
Cool. Find it amongst all the others.
Alrighty. We'll see how that pans out if you try to do something fancy next turn. Ganon, I believe it's your turn then, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and pull out help me.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check as you're trying to like get him out there.
Oh, damn, also
That'll be your action though. I want to be clear about that. It's gonna be your action to try to yank him out of the webbing.
Yes.
Athletics is strength, Chris.
Yep. Here, I can call it out.
Go for it, go for it, go.
Alrighty, you just go, and as your muscles are starting to bulge and you kind of like just wrap it around your arm a couple times and you put it over your shoulder, you are able to break Finn free.
All right, I'm gonna yank that little twig in here.
All right. Just because that's how rules is written work, that is 10 feet of movement to get him there, just because force movement, how it works. But as you kind of yank him over, you have another 20 feet of movement left.
No, I am moving. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn around to Dagmar, be like, don't open that door. Unless you have a plan to call it out first, so we know. And then I'm gonna turn to, I guess, Rolak. Close that door. We could reset, man, or we can see if the spiders will come through it. Hence the bottom.
I was talking and my mic was on my head. I think we let them come to us.
Yes, but what if we close it?
They'll probably break it down.
You guys don't have... this is a 6-second, like, quick combat thing, right? So you yell at one, don't open that door. You yell at the other one, close that door. Do you move, or is that where you end your turn?
No, I'm standing there.
Alrighty. That brings us to this big boy.
Shoots.
Who's going to rush forward towards you guys and is going to try to make an attack against the webbed one. Alrighty. Natty
Just to be clear, is
18.
it through the door? Is that what's happening?
It's essentially making those attacks through the door, but it's not really squeezing into the door yet. It could. These doors are pretty large, but it's striking through it. As it strikes,
cover at all?
yeah, it can a little bit, but it was a natty 18, so that's still a hit for
I was
it.
just curious for like opportunity attack kind of thing.
No. All right, Esmeralda gets a natural 20 on her con save. As you guys watch, the pincers kind of like just punch into her through her armor, and you can see almost like the glands pumping venom into her. She's going to take half of that poison damage. All right, still taking 14 points of damage. And that is where that is going to end its turn. Finn, it's your turn. Oh yeah, you are still going to incur opportunity attacks if you're trying to move away without Zephyr Strike or something.
Gotcha.
Or you can...
Like yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna yeah. I feel like it's necessary. I want to back up.
Back it up. Alright, do you cast Zephyr Strike first, or do you just move?
No.
Which one? That was an either or.
No,
You're not casting Zephyr Strike.
I am not. So, I'm sorry. I missed a second. I know no to Zephyr Strike.
Okay, sounds good. So it does get an attack of opportunity. That is a natural 20. Make me a Constitution saving throw. Are you blessed? You are blessed, so add a d4 to that. Don't forget.
D4 maybe.
Maybe it's a 10 save and you'll roll a 4? Is it a 10 save?
It's probably not.
Probably
It's
Not
not.
level 5.
It
It's
is
an 11.
not a 10 save.
I
Finn,
bet it's a 14.
as you try to dodge out of the way, running to the back cover, you suddenly feel the creature as it releases Esmeralda just goes to the side and pierces into and through your clavicle, into your esophagus, and into your stomach at the same time. How small you are, and as the poison pumps into your body, you take a total of 42 points of damage, piercing and poison. You guys watch Finn go very quickly from just kind of like this pearlescent white to just very, very, very pale gray, as that was almost enough to knock you out. However, after that, you get to move.
Oh my god.
Classy.
We can't hear you, Clancy.
Yeah.
I'm here. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
Heather.
Holy shit.
I don't know why you play it. You play too much.
Well, I don't even see Clancy.
She's over on the right. I think just get as far, just
Yeah.
get,
So
get range.
I'm going to cast.
Now you want to cast a spell?
I was trying to get away first. That was the initial plan, but my plan is to cast the spike growth at the doorway so they can't come through. But I don't know if that affects teammates for damage.
It does. It affects anything.
Yeah, I think it affects anything that comes with them.
Mm-hmm.
But can't you do it like
We're not
right
planning on
inside the
going
door?
into that fucking room.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna
put it
cast
right
growth
inside the
door.
door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
right inside.
Yeah, on the outside, obviously. Not the inside door.
Oh. I didn't want to meta and say this until after you cast it, but they're spiders, which probably means they have spider climb, so probably they can fucking
Yeah.
climb on the walls or something. I don't know.
But that'll at least keep them from using the ground.
Alrighty, go ahead and place that template.
I'm
Mind you-
really trying, but the lag is making it very difficult.
Alright, you can't quite see that spot, so you could probably do it about right there. But
I want more in the
and-
doorway. I want it to go deeper in the door so that it doesn't
Mhm.
affect my teammates. Yes, thank you. And then I want to move a little bit more towards Clancy. That's the best I can do.
You're moving through Voth and Kevin on that one. Just so you know, you don't have enough move for that. All right, that works. Awesome. As you kind of like dodge around, you hold your intestines kind of like almost going out. You see all of this weird like white frothing stuff, and you're like, you feel the poison still pumping in your system as you throw the spike growth behind you.
Well, the spike growth is more of a camouflage trap at that point, so I kind of wanted to make it just appear as more rubble, if you will. It doesn't actually say that it has to be spikes, because it does says it's invisible to.
If they can't see the area when it's cast,
Yeah.
they can see. I mean,
No,
No, it's literally twists and sprouts of heart spikes and.
Well, yeah, it
thorns.
said camouflage to look natural, so I didn't know how to make that happen. So.
it wouldn't matter anyway because they're standing on top.
Yeah, I
of
mean
it.
they all saw it as far as you can tell. But yeah, okay, sounds good. Alrighty, end of turn, Kevin.
Yes.
All right, cool.
And the name's Finn. Thank you.
Well, Kevin goes
That's
right
right.
after.
That's right.
Kevin,
Yes. Kevin is not doing it. Kevin's staying. He just
Okay.
takes the dodge action.
All right, this thing is going to move essentially just out of this stuff and onto the wall. Go ahead and roll me 2d4 damage. Actually, roll me 44 damage. Alrighty. Very nice.
That was like almost as good as it could have been.
As it goes onto the wall, Drake's DM knowledge certainly comes in handy as it starts to skitter towards that. It is up on the wall itself, but had to move 10 feet to even get into there at the first.
So I didn't say anything beforehand because I didn't want to meta knowledge tell Chris why he shouldn't cast it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I mean, because if something starts its turn there and has to move out of it, that certainly counts. So that's not a bad spell at all.
Does the door go all the way to the ceiling?
Does the door go all the way to the ceiling? No. Could the creature try to get there from up atop and kind of climb through? It certainly could.
Oh, okay.
Is going to push there and then tries to... Let's see.
Boy, I hope I get to go soon.
You watch it as it like first went there and then it dashes and starts to go up the wall out of view for you guys. Dagmar, on the other side of the wall, you hear also seemingly going upwards.
Oh no.
If they circumvent the ceiling,
Yeah, I know. Someone look up.
Yeah. I don't know if I can look up now or if it's just not my turn.
We're all just sitting there like.
Alrighty, that brings us to
Right above you.
Esmeralda is going to try to break out of this thing, and that is going to be a fail. She is still restrained. Alright, this guy right here gets to go. And that is going to be more sounds that you guys hear, but see nothing. Rolak, it is your turn.
I can use my action to try to break the webbing off of her, correct?
Yep.
And it'd be an athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to do that. I guess I'll just shoot an Eldritch Blast in there.
All
I don't
right.
have anything else to do. I've got Bless also. So 13.
Miss. As the black energy kind of shoots outward, turning purple, shooting into the night and goes lost. Do you have another shot?
No, I forgot I'm only level 4 Warlock, so I don't have another shot.
Oh, that is right. That's
Because
what
I'm
you get a second blast.
I'm 1 level Paladin. In my turn.
Does that count for cantrips? I thought it was just as long as you were that level.
Oh, it is as long as you're that level. No. Sal is right. Sorry, it took me a second to catch up. Cantrips take your total level. That's why absurd is possible.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't realize that.
Thanks, Sal. Hey, Sal, you get a DM point of inspiration.
Team player.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
12 is still a miss.
Another.
Feels a little insulting. That's 4.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna just pretend I didn't even take that second shot.
Yeah. All right.
I would have tried to break her out, but I have disadvantage on ability checks. So
He casts it out and goes, nope. Grabs it again and puts it back in your pocket.
otherwise, I would have tried to break her out.
Finn, go ahead and roll me 2d4. You hear the squeal of the arachnid kind of go and kind of hissing as it does take a little bit more damage from the spike growth. You can feel it, Finn. And that is going to be its turn. You see, Dagmar, you on the other wall hear the kind of becoming slightly less loud on the other side of this.
They're crawling up.
As this thing comes over the wall, kind of looks over, it is going to try to shoot web at you, Rolak. So this thing is actually up on the wall there, just as an FY. All right, that is going to be a miss on you, Rolak.
Take what I can get.
All right, Knack, take us home.
All right, so I'm going to cast Firebolt. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm going to try to place this Firebolt. Because you said the ceiling's 20 foot tall, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to try and cast this sucker to get the most effect here, since it can go around.
Well, you have to have perfect line of sight to the point where you want it to explode.
I think I can...
There's nothing that says in the rules is written that you can't pick a point that is in midair, just FYI.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, my character sheet shows that I can see through the open doors up to here, essentially.
Yep.
So yeah,
if you wanted
do
to
that.
move to like right there, you might have a little bit more of an angle into the room.
Okay, yeah, I can hit more into the room there. Template again. So I want to do this 10 foot up into the air above this direct spot.
Alrighty. And it is, remind me again, 20 foot radius?
20 foot. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. It ends up hitting 3 of these suckers. As they all are going to have to make it. While I'm getting all those rolls done, Jeremy, would you like to describe what this looks like?
So the fireball is a little bit different. I am actually going to hold my staff at an angle, and I'm going to rub my hand furiously on it, trying to make friction. And as I do so, smoke will start to kindle, and I'm going to just blow on it gently, and it is going to send this little cinder all the way over. It's going to gently float to the spot, at which point it is going to grow immensely larger and explode.
Alrighty, as you're just like full survivor, just as sparks are coming up and like blowing it, this little red mote travels that path and explodes out. All 3 of these spiders squeal with anguish, but none of them die.
What do you want from me? I had 3 of them.
There's fucking 9 of them.
I know there's 9 of them. So my bonus action, I'm gonna look at Jeff. Okay, Jeff, this time attack any spider that's hostile, please.
Define hostile. I feel like the definition of that word is just really vague, you know?
Shoot the fucking spider!
Just shoot spiders. Just shoot spiders. Any and all spiders. Anything that looks like it wants to eat me.
Feels like a fucking Mal situation all over again.
Yeah, his empty eye sockets look at your crab for a second, kind of seem to consider it, and then turn back towards the room. Voth, it's all you.
All right, Voth is gonna turn to Finn and say, "That was an amazing. You are the best dragon I've ever seen in my life."
Clearly, you haven't seen many dragons. 3d6. I'm gonna hit the ground.
3d6.
All right, I'm gonna that spider right in front of us. I am gonna hit it with firebolt.
Go for it. Natty 20. What's
there's
up?
a 27 hit.
27 hits, and as he kind of like does that encouraging speech, it's weird to have Frankenstein kind of be your hype man. He turns around, and you actually see suddenly there's all of this energy that builds down on his arm as he points towards the spider, and the fire shoots outward and completely immolates, encapsulates this spider, and it is absolutely
His
roasted.
fireball was better than your fireball.
Oh, it was a crit.
Yeah, it was a crit against a single target. That's technically the fireball still did more
He just literally
damage.
said, "Hold my beer," and then cast a fireball.
Finn's gonna look over and go, "Why couldn't you do that? Give that to me."
That's what I gave you, Finn. You just have to believe in your heart of hearts. You acted like that statue dragon out there, not like the dragon inside of you.
All right. Do you move off or do you leave it there?
I leave it there.
All right, sounds good. That brings us back to the top of initiative. I don't know if you guys can hear that too. It's
Yeah,
just
we
so
can.
aggressive.
There's 3 of them. Yeah, I was about to say
Go
that's just
spiders.
letting us know that there's going to be 3 of them in a row that are going.
One near death's got to move though, bitch. Well, maybe. I guess.
What's the second one?
This
The
one
near-death
again
is plus 10.
seems to climb out of view. This one rushes over to the side and upward as well.
We can't see any of those.
Yeah, you guys just hear that stuff. And I think that's the one that is. Oh, that one is up above. It is still going to.
Plus 10 feet.
Yeah, go along the path there, and is going to make an attack against Esmeralda. Oh, with advantage because restrained. And that's a hit. Esmeralda is going to make a save. And saves naturally. No bless required. Quick math. 16 points of damage altogether. Alright, Jeff, just kind of like pondering the big questions of life, shoots through a bunch of people trying to hit something that he can barely see with 3/4 cover and a natural 7. Arrow goes wide. Alright, Dagmar, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I guess I'm gonna move away from the wall now.
I'm just happy you
Wasted
didn't
a
open
turn.
the door.
You know, I'm trying my best, guys. I promise. We're gonna get close to Finn here. Shit. Oh god, we're not ready for this at all.
And just to describe the upstairs a little bit more too, you see that where there's that dotted line, there's like essentially a banister that runs across the like a walkway there up top that is open.
Oh no.
There's definitely doors up there.
Oh, I'm sure there are. They're probably open and they're probably coming.
You guys saw that half the building on the right side was just missing, like
Yeah,
completely
that's true.
caved in.
They're definitely fucking coming. When
Fine,
you put that
fine,
fight
fine.
growth down, all like it did its job, but we closed the door and we opened a window.
All right, Dagmar, what do you do?
Okay. Can I see any of the spiders?
You can barely see this one. This is with 3/4 cover, the one that is kind of striking at Esmeralda right now.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out, let's fall back. I have an idea. I can't say any more than that. And I just real quick, does it look like Finn is still poisoned at all? Like he's
No.
not still having to make checks.
Oh shit, that reminds me of something that I totally forgot about.
Sorry.
Okay, well, it was my fault for not thinking of this. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Nope, he's fine. He doesn't seem to be having the poison condition or anything like that. He just took.
Fine is a strong word.
He's fine, but he's not doing great. But he's not
Fine.
poisoned.
Yeah. Okay. He's not poisoned.
Yeah.
That's okay. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. Normally this would be a no-brainer, but I'm gonna use my last spell. It's either I use my last spell for Cure Wounds, and then there's no more blesses for this whole entire place.
There's more blesses.
All right. Then yeah, we're gonna heal you, Finn. You're not dead, so you don't get the the bonus. But
Should have let him drop first. You stab him and then heal him.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was gonna be like, you should just let him go down.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It'll only hurt for a bit.
You still have your bonus action if you want to dash somewhere else.
Um.
And you have 10
Yeah.
feet of movement left too.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash a little bit to the door. Because I mean it when I say retreat. I have an idea. But
Take me with you.
I don't
Alrighty.
think I can pick you up with my 8 strength. Is that... No. You said I could dash.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
I think that adds up to...
Oh yeah, that's you technically still have another 15 feet after that, just as an FYI. But if you want to
Yeah.
call it there, we can go to Ganon.
Yep.
All right, Ganon, it's your turn.
All right.
Step forward and kill the one.
Yeah, I could, or I could go around over here and try and get out fucking Esmeralda because you can't do anything. Apparently.
Take away their action economy. Be my vote.
All right,
It's not
Ganon.
action economy.
What do you
It's
do? What do you think
I just
Ganon
swing
would
at
do? That's probably the easiest way
He's
that you can
swinging at
think
it.
about that. All right, sounds good. You step forward with your big old sword. I'm guessing the
Not
sword,
stepping
yeah.
forward. No, he's not stepping forward
Well, I mean,
because he's
That's all-
swinging at the door, right? So my mind is he reached out for fucking Esmeralda, so he's got that big claw in that square there. Unless we reach back in and I could try and close the door.
I mean, it's a free action. You could do that too.
If he's not in there, if he's not in the room, like if his claw's not trying to block the door from closing,
Mechanically, the way that 5th edition works is, yeah, he's technically not currently in the square of Esmeralda. He struck out and came back, right? In the 6 seconds of making everything work in our minds, it's all kind of happening at the same time. But mechanically, you'd have to just step over that one square to be able to make your 2 attacks. But you have a free action that you can use on closing the door if you'd like.
okay, so can I get in? Could I get in, take a strike, free action? And try and close the door after the strike?
The closing the door would be the free action, yes.
Okay, so I guess I'll do what you said. Move up, and I'm going to take a swing at the thing.
Go for it.
Oh, there's blessed too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with that, you kill it. As you just step forward, you cut off the legs and kind of strike into its head. There's this kind of hissing noise as the creature kind of twitches and keeps twitching as the thorns on the ground just kind of tear and shred the body apart. The only other one that you can see is over here. Sorry, you wink.
Yeah, wink a little bit, and then I'm going to try and... now that I have a free action, is there anything I can do to help Esmeralda get out of the web? Or that would just be a whole action?
You could actually no. Yes, you can, because you can always replace one of your attacks with a grapple check. So you definitely can do that.
Oh, since I have extra attack?
Yep.
Well, fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Helping me.
The subtle jab that no one seemed to pick up.
I want to rip her out of that and throw her closer to the door.
You do throw her closer to the door.
Yeah, so because Dagmar's telling us to retreat.
Oh, you mean that door?
Oh.
Okay, so you
Inside.
can move her behind you. That will be 10 feet of your movement, so you have another 15 feet left where you're standing.
That's fine. I'll use the free action to close the door.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna move as far as I can past Drake.
So what you could maybe do is like
there.
Yeah, just because of how awkward that weird little alcove is, what you could do is kind of like shove Esmeralda into the space above and then move into that space behind her, but that is your full move.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. Oh, I got.
Yeah, I'll get you. I got you.
moved it.
No worries. Alrighty, cool. As you run over there, you kill the creature, kind of splicing its head in half, and you close the door as you turn towards everybody else. You guys all hear the of the spider legs up above. That is where we're gonna pick it up next week, as you guys have an angry mob, an angry Karen of spiders coming right at you guys.
Gaggle Karens.
Gagla Karens come right at you. Oh my god. Nothing against anyone who's named Karen. Sorry about that. Pop culture definitely ruined you guys' life there. we're just gonna exterminate these. Sorry, my favorite thing though, I still gotta say about the dragon breath, and I put that in the Discord chat that we have, is that Nak has had that for just levels. He's had that for so long. But Sal made it sound so freaking cool with Moth.
Sorry.
No, that is amazing.
No, it was great.
just like
I love a persuasion roll you did.
that was amazing
Yeah.
roleplay. That was super fun.
Because Knack was just sitting there like, yeah, I can do that. Why does no one else reckon?
I'm feeling Jackbird's gonna be like that when Blast comes around, so don't you worry.
She's gonna be. Jeremy's walking away like I'm underappreciated. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I have Dragon's Breath. Nobody appreciates Jeff.
Alrighty, I'm putting this in the chat as well, just as a reminder. There's going to be a PvP session on 416. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, the Hetrix Marshall. At 416 at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We have another stream that streams on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. That is Odyssey of the Dragon Lord. It's really cool Greek, like ancient Greece, Bronze Age setting. Really cool stuff. If you guys want to see 3 of these wonderful people battling it out against those Greek heroes, it is going to be awesome. It's pretty much going to be the Battle of the Drakes, and no, we're not talking about Rolak Drake, you know, the handsome but not too handsome guy. It is going to be fun. You guys should definitely tune in with that one. And also, if you guys are looking to join a campaign much like this one, head on over to polyhedra.io, fill out the form for join a campaign. We'll reach out to you. And finally, thank you guys just for tuning in. It's definitely a whole new level playing with people engaging in chat. It is so much fun to have that as an added element to D&D. I don't know for you guys, but for me, it just kind of takes it to another level, and I appreciate that.
I really think we should have the Chris Palm emote available on Twitch.
The what? We do. Actually, I think we have another emoji available.
I tried to use it as a sub, but it wouldn't let me.
I'm gonna put that in. What do you want to just Chris Palm? Should we call it the Chris Palm?
I think I saw that in there.
Yeah, maybe I missed it. I didn't see
It's in Discord, but it's not on Twitch.
Oh.
We're adding it in Twitch right now, right after this stream, 100%. The other thing that I gotta get better about too is we're gonna be raiding another channel. If you guys want to hang around for just 1 second while I get that stuff set up, let's go raid something else, see what other cool stream might be out there. But yeah, definitely hilarious because like the spiders obviously were kind of just like hanging back. They were just doing their own thing, getting. Looked inside, closed the door, and was just like, maybe not. But the dragon's breath made all the difference. That's why I think it's so freaking hilarious.
Oh, you think it made a difference? I'm glad you think that, David.
Listen,
Your definition of difference and mine are 2 completely different fucking things.
you outdid that ancient stone magical dragon out there. How much damage did that do? Nothing. You did way more than that thing.
You should be a car salesman, sir. Because you definitely hyped up that 94 Pinto a lot better than it fucking was.
Oh my god. But that's he should be a car salesman or something. That was absolutely amazing. Alrighty, let's rate these people. This is gonna be fun. This was a guy, I think he just had 1 viewer, so this is gonna be fun to see and kind of support them a little bit.
Yeah. He had 1 and we just rated him a 16 or 15.
Hey, that's awesome. Thank you guys all for jumping in the raid with that one too. It's so nice to have that happen.
I literally just pictured when Finn cast that, like, no bullshit, like, this was coming out of me.
That, oh my god, that firebolt fucking wrecked. But again,
35 damn, that is bonkers.
Knack still did 41
I think that,
damage.
I mean, that guy had like what, 2 hit points left?
Probably.
It was not much. It was overkill to the extreme, but it was beautiful.
He should have just exploded in a million pieces when I hit him.
Yeah, he was definitely just like all smoldering ash after that.
Dude, I swear to God, if I'd have known that was a 3d6,